Hi, I'm Joe Bunning from Bunning Family Pharmacy. We're so proud to once again be able to bring the best in high school athletics to you. Once again, partnering up with BFA Productions, and we're giving you that virtual front row seat at home. Thank you so much and enjoy the game.
Happy Thanksgiving from Bunting Family Pharmacy.
The Claridge Hotel has been around for a number of years. Here at Park Place and the world-famous Atlantic City Boardwalk, just steps away from the beach. So we've had a number of people come through our doors, each with their own style and taste, which is why they chose the Claridge to take their visit to new heights. Book your getaway today at claridge.com.
This is Ron Jaworski. I want to invite everyone to rediscover the excellence and diversity of my 6 championship golf courses. You know what first attracted me to the game of golf? It's the precision it requires at every level. At Ron Jaworski Golf, everything we do centers around you. It's the small touches that make golf so special. That's what drew me in years ago and forever shapes the way I feel about the game. Come enjoy our amazing signature golf courses or go to ronjaworskigolf.com.
Make this your best season ever with Game Changer's amazing new features. Like automatically compiled hit clips that load directly into your player profile, along with your stats. Watch, download, and share with fans and recruiters. Track pitch type and pitch velocity, and display it in the live stream. And watch it all, live, on the web. Check out these amazing new features you can start using now in the app, or learn more at gc.com.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Small parties to the big wedding, Petrosh's has you covered under the big top, South Jersey. Bounce houses delivered to your castle, sanitized and cleaned with care, gives you peace of mind. While the kids play, the adults can take a seat and relax under a Petrosh's Big Top tent. Petrosh's Big Top is a call or click away to provide you with a full array of party rental needs, from tents, tables, chairs, china, and linens to bounce rides and games. Let Petrosh's Big Top be your all-occasion party rental company. Call 609-804-9805.
Happy Thanksgiving from Petrosh's Big Top.
Since 1977, Ernest & Son Meat Market, a Brigantine Avenue tradition, has kept its roots being the best old-fashioned butcher shop on the island to a Food Network favorite stop. Featuring fresh produce, Dietz & Watson cold cuts, take-home entrees, your favorite catering dishes, and more, delivered to your favorite business or home. Their freshly sliced sandwiches are piled high with mouth-watering meats, and their steaks on the grill are as legendary as the ones you'll want to put on the barbecue at home. Give Ernest & Son's Old-Fashioned Butcher Shop a call to cater your next party or cut your meat at 609-266-1588.
Happy Thanksgiving from Ernest & Son.
The following is a presentation of BFA Sports. Good morning and happy Thanksgiving from beautiful Holy Spirit High School and Ed Byrnes Stadium. The 94th annual tradition continues as the Holy Spirit Spartans host the Atlantic City Vikings right here on BFA Sports. BFA Sports, Doug Stasic alongside my brother from another, Al Fisher. And man, oh man, can't get any better than this.
Can't get any better, especially the fact that the Atlantic City Vikings have actually turned their program around against a very spirited Holy Spirit Spartans. Should be a great one today, especially with the offensive output with Sean Byrnes, throwing for almost 2,700 yards in 10 games. That's 270 yards a game with 24 touchdowns. This guy's ready for the bigs.
Oh, listen, it's going to be an air attack as Joe Lyons is going to be the counter-offensive on the side for the Vikings. We're going to flip the coin, and it looks like I'll take a gander at the field and see who's going to get the ball first. And Atlantic City has won the toss and is deferred. So I can assure you that the Holy Spirit Spartans more than happy to take the ball, and they're going to try to go down the field. And a bit of a record watch for the Spartans today as Gavin Roman just 10 catches away from breaking a state record. So I think we're going to have a flavor of throwing the football down the field.
Big time on both sides of the football. Obviously, the Vikings more of a run-type offense, still throw the football quite well, but not as well as the Spartans, but should be a good one nonetheless.
Well, the Holy Spirit Spartans come in, have won the last 4 in a row, so it's been a while since the John Boyd and Stan Marzak trophy has gone over to Atlantic City, but that's what they're fighting for today, and a different vibe as Atlantic City with a 7-2 record, while the Spartans come in 8-2 under the first-year coach Andrew DePasquale, and we'll step aside for the playing of our national anthem. Standing room only crowd, Thanksgiving morning. What a beautiful rendition of the national anthem right up top here in the booth, high atop Ed Byrnes Stadium. Tradition is flooding this place here in Absecon. Lots of people. I joked with Dennis Smith, who's a part of this Holy Spirit history in his own right. He takes over the public address announcing here in 2022. Well, we had said, hey, if you're Holy Spirit, isn't this a great day for a homecoming? I mean, everybody comes home.
Exactly. I mean, that's what it's all about, right?
I
forget the Thanksgiving. Let's call it a homecoming.
Yeah. No, well, there's a lot of homecoming to be had, a lot of festivities and things to eat. That's for sure. People are gathering around the tables. Let us know where it is that you are watching the game. Let us know where you're listening. We have all kinds of standing room only crowds, even in the press box. So Mike Gill and Harry Hurley are on the call for the radio, 95.5 WPG Talk Radio. So we're probably going to be talking pretty loudly. So you might have to address this on the
we never have a problem talking loudly. Never. We usually make a lot of noise wherever we go.
Loud noises for sure. So for Atlantic City, I talked about the 7-2 record. They're led by Mr. Keenan Wright. And 100 years of tradition here at Holy Spirit. The 94th annual rivalry between the Spartans and Vikings is about to go underway right here on BFA.
Looks like we have Kyrie Barksdale. That looks like actually number 23. Kicking it off. All taken there by number 5. That is Sean Finan.
Sean Finan.
Well,
Yeah.
you're going to
you heard the bagpipes. A lot of Irishmen out here.
You're going to be correcting me all day long, huh?
Well,
I can't wait.
You didn't play football with his dad the way that I did, so I'll have to hear about it.
Oh, here we go.
Let's go.
We're going to talk about your football days again?
Well, I spent many a days on the sideline at least. I don't know about how many catches I might have had in a game.
Fresh towels were always being well had by the team, but that's besides the point. All right, Holy Spirit coming out. Single back. And handoff up the middle. Big run right there. Pick up about 7 yards.
You're going to hear that name a lot.
That is one big load to try to tackle.
Jay Sear Ward comes in leading the squad with 867 yards rushing on the season. That'll bring up 2nd and 4. But don't be surprised if Holy Spirit doesn't try to utilize the run, set up the pass here.
And they go right back to him. Big run again as he cuts off tackle and picks up about another 2 yards on the play. To Jay Sear.
Yeah, Jay Sear squares up really nice. Stays in between the 2 tackles. Going to display a little bit of power football here. But again, Holy Spirit likes to spread the ball out, and you see him come out here in a slot right formation. Keep your eye on number 1, and that's Gavin Roman.
And they're going right to the air. Byrnes looks, fires down the field to catch. Oh, out of the hands of Gavin Roman. He had an opportunity right there to make a big catch.
It's no secret. Atlantic City knows where they're going to have to defend anytime that Roman lines up wide. You'll see it here all on the Game Changer instant replay. Just a good heave there by Byrnes. And 2,678 yards. These guys have connected a few times, especially with some of those 24 TDs. So a little bit of, extra gravy on the ball. But at 4th and 1, Spartans going to go for it in their own territory.
And they hand it off again. Another big run off the right side. Enough for a first down.
Holy Spirit taking advantage of that big, beefy offensive line that they have, and now they're going to go up-tempo. Certainly, if you look at the roster, Spartans traditionally have had numbers versus Atlantic City, and no different here.
1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Byrnes out in the flat. Hits his man, and that's Robin.
Well,
Gavin Roman picks up another 13 yards, enough for a Spartans first down. And they'll be ticking away at those catches today, Doug.
Yeah, so nice job there by Wright on coverage. He's going to have his work cut out for him, knowing that he's going to have to line up. But offense coordinator Charlie Roman utilizing the power running early to try to get those one-on-one matchups outside. And more looks like they're going to have more Ward here.
And another big run right there as he picks up about 2 or 3 yards on the carry.
Up front for the Vikings, they're led by Tyleek Sims, big number 3. You'll see him on the line. He leads the squad with 48 tackles. So he's the guy that's going to draw a lot of double-team attention from the O-line of the Spartans.
2nd and long, 7. Byrnes flips it out to the right side, complete to Nick Medina. He picks up about another 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and about 4 or 5 for the Spartans.
Early in this one, Holy Spirit looks to be favoring the right side of the field. Must have seen something from a matchup standpoint that they continue to attack. Certainly they like the matchup for Roman versus Wright on the right. And they're going to line up slot to the right with Ward going to be the single back for Byrnes.
Ward in the backfield with Byrnes as he works out of the shotgun. Roman in motion. They go over the slot, and the ball is caught right there by number 10, and that is
Jaden Llanos. Right. So Llanos with a nice catch inside. They did a good job from a motion standpoint.
All right, 1st and 10.
Again, they're going with the sugar huddle, slot to the right, staying in the same formation.
He fires over to the right side and complete. Again, that's Roman. So that's his second catch of the game. So we work towards 10 for this record. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
I'm going to have to keep the tick marks going on the score sheet here. Again, Holy Spirit trying to take advantage conditioning-wise, coming out here and just going old school, just like the football program. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep coming out in a consistent formation, single back to the right. This time it'll be Roman on the wing.
Gavin goes in motion. Handoff again to Ward as he pounds it up the middle. And comes up just short of the goal line at the 2. It'll be 3rd and goal from about the 2 for the Spartans.
This is old school Holy Spirit football at its best. Somewhere the legend, Ed Byrnes, is smiling down. This reminds me back in 87, 88, where they would send Brian Little right up the middle on an air I-22 formation. And, well, they got Ward in the backfield. Don't be surprised if he smashes right through the middle here.
And they do hand it off to him again. He's caught right there at the line of scrimmage. He's short of the goal line. And it'll be 4th down, as he looks like he may have lost a yard on the left play. 4th and goal from the 4.
Already see the Spartans go for it at 4th and short before. Certainly this one, you got AC backed all the way up. Got to think they're going to go after it right here.
Do they go to Gavin Roman? Do they dare, or do they try to pound it with Ward?
Right now they're having a lot of success with Ward. They're trusting the beefy line that they have out in front of them, and I would anticipate they're going to give them the call again.
Roman in motion. He flips it right over the middle, wide open for the touchdown.
Outstanding play design and execution by the Holy Spirit Spartans, and lined up in the slot. 6 for the Spartans.
Nice job by Byrnes. Great call offensively.
That was touchdown number 13, and that's Emmett Kane, the youngster.
All right, Spartans in now to convert on the extra point. Forte on to kick the extra point. And there is a flag on the field, a little bit of dirty laundry.
Spartans wearing the original Holy Spirit football throwback uniforms. So you notice only the numbers on the back, no numbers on the front. That in its own right creates some fun. And somebody returned a cell phone to the press box. It's always live and unfiltered here on BFA.
Well, we never filter here.
Looks like the Spartans are going to be backed up a few.
Again, Mason Forte in to kick the extra point. It's now about a 25-yard field goal, if you will. And the Vikings get the offensive line to jump. And it's going to make it another 5 additional yards to try to convert this extra point. Unless they say the Vikings.
Vikings are cheering as if it was them, but officials are going to have a dialogue to determine if they were pulled, and Holy Spirit Spartans are pointing at Atlantic City. And it is against Atlantic City.
And it is. Looked like one of the Vikings was in the neutral zone to get one of the offensive linemen to jump. So the tables are turned. They gained 5 yards back.
Well, the officiating crew today, led by referee John Fernsler. Umpire is Rick Secochia. Linesman is Mike Lucchese. Line judge is Henry Winberg. Side judge is Ray Welsh. The back judge is Ron Roberts. And our clock operator is Mr. Dan Barber.
And the kick is up, and it's good. And with 7:36 left in the first quarter, it's 7-0 Spartans over the Vikings.
Tickets for Good. Ticketsforgood.org if you're looking for an opportunity to help out your favorite charity and score tickets to the big game or the big event, just go ahead and do so. Making a donation never felt so good. Check out ticketsforgood.org. Al, I know the weather's getting colder.
Yes.
But Ron Jaworski Golf, they're already talking about memberships if you're looking for that great holiday gift. I mean, I know as cheap as you are, you probably wouldn't buy me a membership.
I wouldn't buy you one, but I'd buy myself one around Jaworski Golf. I would definitely would do that. I'll have to dial it right now. It's never too cold to play golf, by the way.
Well, 7 courses in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Be sure to check out ronjaworskigolf.com for your next membership or even favorite place to book a wedding. The Holy Spirit Spartans march right down the field. You hear the Notre Dame fight music playing and echoing throughout campus here in Absecon. And it's impressive first drive.
Yeah, Gavin Roman, a couple catches on that drive, so he's now 8 catches away from the state record, and we'll probably keep updating you throughout the game. But nice job by Sean Byrnes and motoring him down, and then obviously Ward pounding the football up the middle. This is a tough Spartans team to defense against. And it looks like it might be a little onside kick, but caught there at the 49-yard line.
Good cover by Tolbert.
So 1st and 10 for the Vikings as they start right at midfield where it's marked. We'll see if the Vikings can answer back.
Ball's going to be right at midfield, and now we'll get a chance to take a look at the Atlantic City offense led by Joe Lyons, 1,492 yards passing, 15 TDs through the air. Running back, Alan Packard. He leads the squad with 932 rushing yards here in this 7-2 campaign. And certainly Coach Keenan Wright comes out in a trips right formation. Trips right, slot to the left. Empty backfield for Lions.
Lions takes a snap, looks to the right, fires it, and it's flipped. Oh, a little lateral going down the right side. Has some room, will he be caught? He's in for the touchdown.
The hook and lateral.
Wow. What a way to answer back.
A play that was made popular by the Vikings in the 90s, and check it out.
Talk about electricity. Catch made there by DeFragenry, and he flips over to number 7, Alan Packard, who goes the rest of the way for the touchdown.
I just had mentioned Packard's name about a guy you got to keep an eye on, and Wright says, forget about the fact that we're going to put together a drive. We're just going to have a lightning strike.
Man, oh man, they look to convert now. Throw incomplete, so conversion no good.
Pass intended for number 1, and that was Nasir Turner. A quick and breathtaking first quarter's underway, 7-6, and what has turned into a track meet in the blink of an eye here at Ed Byrnes Stadium. And man, oh man, usually when you get that gassed up, you're looking for some place to relax and enjoy a holiday or enjoy a weekend. Where better than the Claridge Hotel? You can stay on the boardwalk right there in Atlantic City off Brighton Avenue. Brian DeWitty and his team. Check out theclaridge.com. Fantastic place to host a corporate event or wedding.
We were there for a big fundraiser. It was a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Nice job by Brian DeWinnie and team.
And the Spartans had quite the drive to open up the first quarter, but I guess the Atlantic City offense looked like they jumped over to RK Chevrolet, Kia, and Subaru in a Camaro because Jim G and his team at RKAutogroup.com, they have the place to be if you're looking for that next
Agreed, but I beg to differ. It had to be a Corvette that was swerving out of field.
Z8 for sure.
Nothing to take anything away from a Camaro, but that was a Corvette. As there's a kickoff and stoppage on the field as we have a whistle. Dead ball. Offsides on the Vikings.
Or offsides against Atlantic City. Back about 5, and they'll be kicking from the 35-yard line.
So offsides procedure is called. There was a conversation or debate about, hey, was that a forward lateral? Looked pretty good to me.
It looked good to me. It looked good to me.
Just a different angle.
I mean, it was over. It was definitely a good lateral. We would have definitely brought it up if we didn't think it was, but it was such a bang. It was like,
oh, listen, man,
close.
Back in the 90s when we were playing against Atlantic City, they used to do it a different way where, you know, my buddy Rob Fishbein, he was always enamored with the way the Vikings would run the offense, where they would actually just have the receiver elevate and then bat the ball forward to have someone else catch it.
And not taking it all the way back and tackled there by a group of Vikings. Looked like it was number 72. And there is a flag on the play. And legal block in the back against the Spartans.
Again, the 100-year uniform throwbacks to the Spartans, a little bit tricky when you can only see the backs of the players.
We'll work it out. Again, penalty against the Spartans. Backs them up to the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Yeah, that ball went to number 22, Christian Surles, on the return.
Yeah, look like a 7 from here, so that's right. To your point.
Well, and you look a lot better than you actually are from up here, too.
Yeah, thank you so much. I do appreciate the compliments. That's very rare from you, but nonetheless, I will take them. All right, 1st and 10. Sean Byrnes brings the offense back out. Single back. Man in motion. He looks to throw. When he goes across the middle and he's tripped up. Made it tangled up some legs there on the play.
Some incidental contact on the field. And that ball is intended for Emmett Kane.
Nice, a good throw by Byrnes, but unfortunately did tangle up some legs there. Incidental contact, so no penalty on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 10. Byrnes again back in the shotgun. He looks to the right and just in and out of the hands of Gavin Roman. So it's now quickly 3rd and 10. 7:07 left here in the first quarter.
3rd and 10 for Holy Spirit.
Certainly some good open looks for the Spartans offense. Credit to the Atlantic City defense as they're going with single high coverage safety over the top. So with the free safety, big responsibilities. And
off the middle with some running room and a big run and enough for a 1st down.
And that is Surles yet again.
Christian Surles, and here it is on the Game Changer Instant Replay. All right, Surles still to the left of Byrnes. As he flips it out to Gavin Roman, who catches it for about 7 yards.
Yeah, that was a big clutch pickup by Surles. Knowing at a 3rd and 10, getting the call, and a good job on the right side again of the Holy Spirit Spartans offensive line.
3rd time Byrnes and Roman have connected. 2nd and 7 for the Spartans. And a handoff. It goes to Surles again. He picks up about 8 yards on the play.
Yeah, good job up front. Looking again at the Holy Spirit line, number 63, Mike Ring, leading the charge. He was joined on the right side by number 64, Jason Lewis.
Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. 3rd and about along 2. And it's handed off again to Surles. He punches it up the middle. He's got enough for a 1st down and tackled there by a host of Vikings, led by number 53, Jaden Hemphill.
Well, the clock continues to melt here in quarter number 1. Spartans have done a great job of taking control of the clock. Atlantic City's only had the ball for 1 play.
Talk about fast and furious as that ball's flipped out to number 13. Again, that was the young man who had the touchdown catch. And that's to actually Medina. It's actually Emmett Kane.
Emmett Kane.
We were right the first time.
Yeah, again, it's sun is shining brightly off those gold and blue helmets down there today.
There's Searles again. Plenty of room to run as he punches it up for about 15. He's still on his feet. Taken down there by number 63. And that is Jamad Forby.
Can't say enough about the Spartan offensive line. There's another great block by Rocco Simeon, and the Vikings are going to call a timeout on the field.
So the two-headed monster with Ward and Searles have been pounding the football down the field against this Vikings team.
5:40 to go in quarter number one. The Spartans out in front, 7-6. Action here at Ed Byrnes Stadium. Trying to get back on the field of play. Well, from discovery to recovery, Premier Orthopedic Associates, 8 locations throughout South Jersey. Dr. Dwyer and the team, they got you covered. You can check them out at POA SNJ. Premier Orthopedic, the official orthopedic provider of care for BFA Sports.
And so far so good that nobody has to go visit Premier yet. You never know.
Yeah, nobody wants that on Thanksgiving.
Except for turkey leg or something like that.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Back out with the offense. He takes the snap. He has a pump fake. Goes deep. Roman open, but overthrows him down the right side. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Spartans.
Yeah, play was down the right sideline. He had the matchup that he wanted, but good technique by Wright for Atlantic City as he was utilizing the painted stripe to his advantage.
And Roman had to beat by a couple steps.
Well, he'll now be in the slot top of your screen to the left, and it's going to be
Searles in the backfield is a
Giannis to the right.
Flip it out to Roman. And hit immediately by number 5, and that is Sean Williams.
Big stop by Williams. Get him in open space.
No gain on the
See
play.
here on the BFA instant replay.
Man, did he hit him. That's called going through the ball carrier.
Yeah.
3rd down and 10. Roman in near side slot. Kane to our near side. And Searles gets the handoff up the middle for about 7 yards on the play.
Holy Spirit deploying a little bit of thunder and lightning. Searles ran right out of his cleat.
4th and about, a long 3 for the Spartans.
J. Sear Ward will check back in, and now spread out wide to the right is Kane. Slot is Roman.
4th and 4. Fakes a handoff. Byrnes rolls out to his right. Looks to throw. Has a man over the middle. And oh, what a catch! At the 5-yard line.
Tremendous job by Jaden Llanos. You'll see it here on the Game Changer instant replay. Byrnes just confidence knowing that the receiver would be there, and he lays out.
What concentration. Man, he held it, controlled it through the whole catch. It's 1st and goal for the Spartans from the 5-yard line.
And that was fantastic coverage defended by Turner. What else are you going to do? There was no place else that Byrnes could have put that football. That was a beautiful pass, and that is a big-time play.
And Ward now in the backfield with Byrnes. 1st and goal from the 5. He looks, he flips over to the right, and in and out of the hands of Gavin Roman. So 2nd and goal from the 5.
3:44 remaining in quarter number 1. I just love the fact that Byrnes is able to just keep his calm, utilize different arm slots as needed.
Ward again in the backfield. It's handed off to him. Up the middle. He's going to go straight in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Spartans. Back to the basics, right up the middle, just the way an offensive line dreams it.
Ward untouched on that play.
Another good call here by Coach Roman, offense coordinator for the Spartans, knowing that they've been creating running lanes by spreading the football, utilizing double slot formations, and that was an easy one for Ward.
Forte comes in to convert the extra point. He was good the first time. It's up, and the kick is good. And with 3:40 remaining, your score, the Spartans 14, the Vikings 6, here on BFA.
You can always watch the instant replay on Game Changer, the official scoring app of BFA Sports. You can download it on your favorite iOS or Android device at gc.com. Be sure to download the green version, especially with baseball and basketball season. Just a few weeks for basketball and a few months away for baseball. No better way to score the game than with our friends at Game Changer. The Bunting Family Pharmacy, Al, they bring the pharmacy home to you. I mean,
I saw in one commercial they brought something home. They brought something home to you.
Well, when you're a physical specimen the way you are, they can give you your monthly prescriptions, head out there, go right delivered to your house, so your 90-day high blood pressure medication from hanging out with me all the time. Joe Bunting. They got you covered. New Road in Northfield.
Will you travel over to Vineland for me? Hey, Joe, if you're listening, I think you are. Give me a special delivery in Vineland.
Yeah, he does get a special delivery. Even the little those little blue pills that you like so much, buddy.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you airing out the dirty laundry. That's quite the unique moment here on BFA. As this onside kick once again didn't go enough yards, but still recovered there by the Vikings. Number 10, and that is Shaquan Thompson who recovers it. So 1st and 10 for the Vikings on a short field at the 49 of the Spartans.
Well, we've only seen the Atlantic City offense for one play, but that's all they needed to answer back on the last long Holy Spirit drive. Got to think the Spartans are a little bit wiser this time around, and we'll see what Coach Wright and the Atlantic City Vikings squad has in store for them as 3:40 remains now in quarter number 1. And already the Vikings in Spartan territory. Strategic there by Coach Deep Pasquale of the Spartans. Try not to kick the ball deep. Definitely respects the speed and size of the Vikings as they come out again in what appears to be a double slot formation. Single back.
Single back is Nasir Turner. Spartans almost jump off sides but get back in time.
So it is Lions and Packard in the backfield.
Yep, Lions and Packard.
And Tigers. Oh, my.
Oh, my. Man in motion, handed off to Packard. He has a big hole up the middle. He cuts back against the grain, carrying a couple Spartans still on his feet, and down at the 19-yard line.
A powerful run by Packard. He picks up 30 on this jaunt. Another great job, play design. There's some big lanes by spreading out the football. And look at just the physicality.
Doug, you could have ran through that hole.
That's saying something.
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line of the Spartans. Handoff again. Looks like Packard again as he bulls his way, still on his feet. And he picks up about 6 yards on the play.
Well, finally brought down by number 12, Nick Medina. But this is exactly what you would want. You want to make it hard. You want to make sure that we're being physical at the first point of contact. And it's going to take more than one Spartan to bring him down.
Yeah, Packard, very physical runner. Good vision, good speed.
No huddle again for Atlantic City. Look to the sideline for the signs. They got trips to the right. Single back in the backfield again is Packard.
Lyons rolls to his right, and he's hit there at the line, tackled by number 8. And that is Tommy Innocente.
Well, nothing innocent about that play. Again, Atlantic City staying up-tempo. If it's not innocent, you're going to keep your eye on linebacker. Number 5, Sean Finan, leads the team in tackles and sacks. 50 tackles and 6 sacks.
Packard to the right of Lions. Balls for the ball, drops back and looking to fire. He's going to take off on his own. Tries to cut back and falls down as he slips on the turf.
Good pressure by the Spartan defense. There again, it was number 12, Medina, and followed up with Finan, who forced Lyon to take a proverbial knee. But this is a long 4th down.
4th and 9 from the 19-yard line. Clock continues to tick with 1:45 left here in the first quarter. A fast and furious first quarter indeed.
Well, the last time down the field, we saw Holy Spirit have to answer a big-time spot, 4th and long, and now Atlantic City gets a chance to showcase their offensive prowess, double slot.
Lions fakes the handoff. Nice throw over the middle. Hit there, and enough for a first down. And that was number 2, Sinai
DeGraffenried. Well, DeGraffenried is a standout receiver for Atlantic City. 773 yards receiving coming into this contest, but that was an absolute laser from Lions.
Stoppage of play. We got a flag on the play. Looks like a legal procedure false start on the Vikings. It'll be first and goal from the 11-yard line. Lions takes the snap, lobs it into the end zone, and just out of the reach of number 8, Kai Gilliam.
Great placement here on the ball. Goes to the back corner of the end zone. Wasn't any room for that ball to land, but almost saw a little bit of toe drag swag. Impressive
good throw
ball throwing by Lions early on. I mean,
he dropped it where he was supposed to.
You haven't seen this version of the Atlantic City Vikings in 2022. Well, you're just giving yourself an early holiday treat. Trips to the right now.
Minute 2 left. Lions rolls to his right. He fires into the end zone. Oh, just out of the outreach arms. It looked like that was Packard or
DeGraffenried.
DeGraffenried again.
Yeah, good job here. Again, utilizing the size. There's obviously an advantage over there in the corner, and Lions working for it.
3rd and goal from the 11-yard line.
Good look at DeGraffenried up close and personal. Our BFA squad, you never know where you're going to find a camera.
Vikings, 3rd and goal from the 11. Receiver in motion. Lions flips it over to Packard. Packard's got some room to run. He's in for the touchdown.
Touchdown Vikings. Another well-designed and developed play. See it here on the Game Changer instant replay. Looks to his right. A nice inside screen to Packard to the weak side of the protection. Man.
Gorgeous execution from both teams right now. What a football game we got going on, Doug.
Yeah, this is a fantastic football. Certainly entertaining if you're getting ready for the big holiday. You want to talk about cooking.
They're going to try to convert as Lions flips it up. Oh, and in and out of the hands.
Well, the official had taken the hanky out of his hand and put it back in his pocket because he was going to call the offensive PI on that. But since the ball fell harmless, there is no flag.
Conversion no good. Score 14-12 with 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. We'll be right back here on BFA.
And we're going to be back to talk to you about Petrosh's Big Top Tent Rentals for all party occasions, right? You talk about having the family over, and sometimes you might not have the big living room, so you want to have that little outdoor space even when it's kind of chill in the air. Steve Petrosh and the squad, you got to hit them up, man. Tables, chairs, linens, bouncy rides, games, and more. You can entertain the kids, and the adults always have that frozen drink right in their hand.
I mean, ice water.
Yeah.
Is that what you're referring to?
Sure. But again, thanks to the Petrosh family and Big Top Tent Rentals. Well, we got ourselves a party right here, especially if you like points. 14-12. We're not even out of the first quarter yet here at Ed Byrnes Stadium.
Feels like we called 3 quarters of the game already. Again, 49 seconds left here in the first.
You know, we talked about it would be interesting to see how these two squads would match up in 2022, and this is a treat.
Cabrera kicks it off, and off the hands. Better get it and hit immediately. As Surlis had a little trouble handling that kick.
There's so many Vikings on that play. I think I saw guys run off the bench. They are just absolutely swarming to the football.
All right, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Spartans from their own 19-yard line.
Good shot at the Holy Spirit Spartans sideline. Defense has been a premium, almost as much as a cranberry sauce so far this morning.
There's a throw over to the right side. Looks like that's number 10, still fighting for some yardage.
Ooh.
That's Jaden Llanos.
So Llanos makes the big catch, and, well, Atlantic City delivered another extracurricular hit, and then I'll tack on 15. Good job by the Atlantic City defense utilizing the sideline, but you got to be aware of where the stripe is going down the side of the field.
He was hit well out of bounds. That penalty was warranted. So tack on additional 15. And they're spotting the ball at the Spartan 47-yard line. The 1st and 10 from the 47.
It's a generational type of environment, meaning that a lot of the players on the field, their fathers, their grandfathers, uncles have played in this game. So believe me, they're playing for a lot more than just a win. When you get a chance to go home and sit down and enjoy that Thanksgiving meal, as Coach Ed Byrnes always say, turkey always tastes better after a win on Thanksgiving.
Indeed it does, as Byrnes tried to hit Gavin Roman on that first down play through his hands. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Byrnes getting some direction from the coaching staff. Empty backfield for the Spartans. Triple slot, and there's a flag on the play. And it looks like the Vikings may have jumped off sides based on the reaction. They did. So 5 yards tacked on there. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Spartans.
Well, it is an absolute gorgeous morning here on Thanksgiving for this football game. And our buddy Matt Ulmer down in Florida. So we're on special assignment, as we've done for the last few years. So I want to thank Matt Ulmer, the Cape Atlantic League Live crew.
Byrnes looks to go deep to Roman, a little too far out of the outreach hands of Roman. The 3rd down and 5.
And again, Matt Ulmer and his team provide all the services for 90%, it seems like, of the Holy Spirit Athletics and the live stream. So we're happy to jump on board here and help out on Thanksgiving morning. Of course, he's enjoying himself down in sunny Florida. So happy Thanksgiving to Matt Ulmer and his crew.
Slavers one fires it and hits his target. That looks like that was number 10. And that is Jaden Llanos. Llanos, I should say.
Covered up again by Wright. I know there's a couple of NFL games that are coming on later on, but anybody that has Sean Byrnes as their quarterback today would probably be pretty happy about it. Him and Lyons.
He's well on his way to his 270-yard average yards. And that one's knocked away. Raul Cabrera knocks that one down.
6 seconds now on the clock. Could be the last play of the quarter, but who knows?
2nd and 10 for Holy Spirit. Byrnes, empty backfield. Calls for the football. Takes it himself up the middle. He's rumbling down the field. Gets hit hard there after a 1st down carry. That looked like that was D. Fragenreet that made that tackle.
Well, that'll do it for quarter number 1. And we got ourselves a beauty here on Thanksgiving. 14-12, Holy Spirit over Atlantic City.
This is Ron Jaworski. I want to invite everyone to rediscover the excellence and diversity of my 6 championship golf courses. You know what first attracted me to the game of golf? It's the precision it requires at every level. At Ron Jaworski Golf, everything we do centers around you. It's the small touches that make golf so special. That's what drew me in years ago and forever shapes the way I feel about the game. Come enjoy our amazing signature golf courses or go to ronjaworskigolf.com.
Since 1977, Ernest & Son Meat Market, a Brigantine Avenue tradition, has kept its roots being the best old-fashioned butcher shop on the island to a Food Network favorite stop, featuring fresh produce, Dietz & Watson cold cuts, take-home entrees, your favorite catering dishes, and more, delivered to your favorite business or home. Their freshly sliced sandwiches are piled high with mouth-watering meats, and their steaks on the grill are as legendary as the ones you'll want to put on the barbecue at home. Give Ernest & Sons Old-Fashioned Butcher Shop a call to cater your next party or cut your meat at 609-266-1588.
Happy Thanksgiving from Ernest & Sons.
The Claridge is the best destination to stay and play on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. Just steps away from the ocean, the Claridge has it all. The city's all
right. First and 10 for the Spartans after that big run by Byrnes. He looks to throw. He flips it over the middle, just out of the outstretched hands of number 35, Alex Leitliner.
Yeah, that's a tough one, and he's going to take a seat on the field. I think the ankle got twisted when he was in the back of the end zone there. And another good throw there by Lions. Again, the placement of his passes has been fantastic, creating fits for Holy Spirit, and we're going to have a timeout on the field for Atlantic City.
The Claridge is the best destination to stay and play on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. Just steps away from the ocean, the Claridge has it all. The city's ultimate rooftop bar, wonderful restaurants, classic guest rooms with ultra-high-speed Wi-Fi, and 100,000 square feet of banquet and convention space for events and the wedding of your dreams. Book at Claridge.com for the best rates and find the best package for your stay. Discover all the Claridge has to offer.
Quarter number 2, a packed Ed Byrnes Stadium here on Thanksgiving. Doug Stasic, Al Fisher, the entire BFA Sports Live crew. Tickets for good. So always a good time to give thanks and be thankful for so many good things. And Al, ticksforgood.org. Go there. You can pick your favorite charity and perhaps even score yourselves. It's a raffle. So you get it. Or I'm sorry, it's sweepstakes.
Sweepstakes,
so
right.
There's Eagles-Dallas tickets that I'm hearing. There's Giants tickets on the 50-yard line. There's a trip to the Masters, the Super Bowl. All things that we can't see. We can't say copyrighted, but I guess I just did.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. We're done here at BFA. Now, we'll talk about a best way to actually get a benefit on both sides, right? So the nonprofit gets a benefit, obviously, and there's a benefit to the individual going to the game. I mean,
so you can do good by going to ticksforgood.org. All right, so looks like we're resetting here. Just a few seconds off the clock in quarter number 2. Spartans with that 2-point advantage, and they are on the drive with the ball resting right now on the 20-yard line. So as the BFA is on the live stream, Harry Hurley and Mike Gill are on the call for WPG 95.5. So if you happen to have to jump in the car and you're on your way from one place to the other, turn them right on that FM dial, 95.5.
Byrnes keeps it again for himself and punches it up the middle for about 3 yards on the play. It worked on first down. It's now third at about 7. Byrnes, empty setback. 5 receivers on the field. He looks to the left side, lifts it, and touchdown Kane in the slot. Touchdown Spartans.
What an outstanding throw. I mean, an absolute nuke right out of the hands of Sean Byrnes. Quick 3-step drop, goes right to his throw, somehow just threads the needle, and he finds Kane in the end zone.
Well, if he doesn't become a college quarterback at the next level or becomes a professional quarterback, he can actually be a seamstress because he can thread the needle. Man, oh, man. Kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 11:26 left in the half, your score, the Spartans 21, the Vikings 12 here on BFA.
Ron Jaworski Golf and Weddings.
Feels like a great golf day.
Always a good time to think about that golf game and what are your plans going to be for the spring, or maybe you got to make the big decision of where to have that big party. RonJaworskiGolf.com. Of course, the Claridge Hotel is a beautiful place to visit any time of the year. You don't need the sun in front of the boardwalk in the summer when it's on the beach. That extra long weekend, maybe 3 or 4 day adventure, good place to stay, go see a show, have a good time during the day, party all night.
What did you mean by adventure?
Well, adventure is when you jump in the back of your RK Silverado.
Right, there you go.
You know, RKAutogroup.com, Jim G and his squad, they actually have some really good inventory. I just saw online. Delsey Drive in Vineland. Check it out now, RKAutogroup.com.
It's almost time for me to get a new Silverado as we get closer and closer.
This is true.
I'm going to mosey on down to RK. There's a kick. High end over ends. It drops, not touched yet, but picked up there. It looked like I think I had number 0 there, and actually number 8 grabbing that one.
Yeah,
That's Kai Gilliam. So 1st and 10 for the Vikings. So spotting the ball at the 30-yard line. Again, 21-12 in favor of the Spartans. 11:22 left in the half. See how the Vikings answer back.
That packed house, both sides of the field. Everybody's coming out this fabulous morning. Want to say hello to the Holy Spirit Fathers Club. Are holding it down in the cafeteria. So I understand the live stream is on. They'll be open, food, drinks, fun, and more. Go check out the awesome crew with the Holy Spirit Fathers Club.
Lions flips off the Packer. Packer with room. He's breaking 3. And he picks up about 15 on the play. So Packer just continues to chug away.
I know when we're on the baseball field, see a lot of hats fly off, but so far today I've had guys running out of their shoes. That's the second cleat we've seen ripped off a running back's foot today.
Packer single back with Lions in the backfield. Lions in the shotgun, flips it out to the right. Dropped in and out of the hands of number 5, Sean Williams.
Great wrap up there by Xavier Hernandez. Could care less whether or not he had caught the ball. Just keep the head up, drive through the offensive receiver, and put him on the ground.
Going to be 2nd 10 from the 45-yard line. The Vikings own 45. Clock stop with 10:48 to play.
Spartans forced to go with cover 2 defense. They got 2 safeties deep.
Handed off to Packard on the inside handoff, and he's hit there by a group of Spartans. He picks up about 1 on the play. And we got a little bit of a conversation going on between the 2 teams.
Big debate on whether or not you do gravy on the mashed potatoes.
Either that or deep frying a turkey, or I love deep frying a turkey.
You deep fry everything.
What are you trying to say? Why did you look at me up and down when you said deep fry everything? Like I was built like I eat fried food. So it looks like it's going to be against the Vikings.
It's going to be against Holy Spirit.
Oh, against Holy Spirit. So Vikings the beneficiary on this personal foul penalty.
A little extracurricular activity. It's been a bit chippy. Something, again, you expect in a big-time event. One full of tradition, one that all of the players on the field have heard the tales, heard the stories, have waited for years for their opportunity to sit here and play.
1st and 10 from the Spartans' 39-yard line. Motion to the near side. Lyons looks. He fires it over to the right side. And breaking a tackle is Nigerfried. He continues to stay on his feet. And look at him battle for almost another first down for the Vikings.
DeGraffenried has been impressive all year long. You see it here on the Game Changer instant replay. Just keep spinning, keep moving. That's one of those places, if you're the Holy Spirit defense, you talk to one another and say, hey, if they're not going to be the first guy to go down, the next guy in has got to go for the football. Turnover is going to be critical here.
DeGraffenried actually handoff. Packard's hit immediately in the backfield. And no gain on the play. Actually, a loss of about 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, number 52, Nolan Bradley, just brings the fury, comes right up the A-gap with the blitz.
3rd and 4 for the Vikings. 9:28 left in the first half. Lyons in the back. Actually, Packard in the backfield with Lyons. He flips it. And in and out of the hands of DeGraffenried, I believe. No, it's actually number 8, Kai Gilliam. Just could not quite haul it in. And it'll be 4th and 4.
Big spot, 4th down conversions have been critical. These teams have tried to answer the bell in what's been a bit of a heavyweight slugfest on the football field.
DeGraffenried to the near side. Turner in the slot.
Don't be surprised if you don't see Lyons go here right into the slot.
Packard in the backfield.
Covered.
He stays in. He looks to throw, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Spartans. Going up the right side, still on his feet, and tackled is Tamir Jones with the interception.
Just talked about the fact a turnover is going to be big in this contest. Could be a difference maker in the game when they keep answering possession for possession. Lions had no choice, right? It's 4th down, so you got to give them credit. You got to throw the ball somewhere on 4th down. You're not going to take the sack. There was no room to run. So he tried to thread the needle, and that time, well, number 11 got himself an early gift, and that is Tamir Jones with a good read on the play.
He was going at the DeGraffenried on that last play, and it's now 1st and 10 for the Spartans at their own 45-yard line.
Well, 5 receiver set, trips to the left, slot to the right.
Byrnes looks, scrambles, steps up a little bit, and it's hit right at the line of scrimmage.
That lane closed quick.
Maybe a pickup of about a half a yard. It'll be 2nd and a long 9 for the Spartans.
Sharif Williams on the tackle. Spartans again going to go trips to the left, slot to the right.
Byrnes.
Again, you got Gilliam, who's going to shade right as the safety to try to give help, take away that seam.
Byrnes steps back and looks and fires. Man is open right across the middle. And he hits his receiver, number 10, and that's Jaden Llanos for enough for a first down. 1st and 10 from the Vikings' 37-yard line. Clock continues to tick with 8:15 left here in the first half.
It's pick your poison right now for the Atlantic City defense. Clearly, they're trying to utilize Roman to get other guys open, either use them as a decoy or moving them in a formation. Again, trips to the left, slot to the right, and here goes Byrnes.
Byrnes takes it himself and rumbles for about 12 on the quarterback keeper. Now inside the Viking 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from 24.
Spartan offense continuing to churn. Again, the offensive line has been huge as far as giving the quarterback time, giving lanes for these big running backs to roam.
Byrnes looks to throw, rolls to his right, flips it, touchdown! Touchdown Spartans! That looked like number 20, Cartwright, We'll get a confirmation on the number. There's no numbers.
It was Mallon, number 28. Make that number 30, Ryan Mallon.
So touchdown, Mallon. It's now 27-12. Forte to kick the extra point. Kick is up. And the kick is good. And with 7:33 left here in the first half, your score, the Holy Spirit Spartans 28, the Atlantic City Vikings 12, right here on BFA. So Byrnes to Mallon for the touchdown for the Spartans makes this a 16-point game. Here's the kickoff. Kicks it deep, end over end. That looks like it's going to go out of bounds. And Atlantic City will get good field position after the penalty.
And a familiar sight for the Holy Spirit Spartans, a number 30 wearing a Mallon jersey on Thanksgiving Day. So Ryan Mallon, his late father, Albie, a Holy Spirit quarterback legend. So certainly a special moment for the Mallon family. And I actually even think Ryan's uncle Mike is visiting for the holiday season. So pretty awesome sight to behold, seeing Ryan Mallon get into the end zone for the Holy Spirit Spartans.
So even though it was a penalty, it looks like they're going to re-kick. The Vikings have decided to have Holy Spirit re-kick this football from the 35-yard line now. But a big moment indeed for the Mallon family. What a beautifully executed play by the Spartans. Forte kicks it straight up in the air, and it's touched by a Spartan. It may have been touched a little early. We'll see what the call is on the field. They're saying it is a Holy Spirit football.
Wow.
So the ball did go far enough, and here it is on the game-changer replay.
Yeah, you see it here. Goes straight up. He waited for the ball to cross the line, which was outstanding, and then jump on the football.
So it'll be first.
There is a discussion that's going on right now about where the ball was kicked and did it travel far enough.
Well, the ball was touched. It's got to go 10 yards, correct?
Yeah.
It was, to what I could see from my naked eye, and again, my eyes are bad, it looked like it was touched around a 9-yard. It was grazed off the leg of one of the Spartans.
Well, the officials are going to discuss it. We'll take a look here. Go back, and then you can take another look on the replay. Now play it forward. See it here in the game changer. It's a replay. Well, it
hits him. It looked like it hit him on the thigh. I'm not going to say it was a case, but it did look like it hit him on the thigh.
And it is Atlantic City possession because it didn't go 10 yards. They didn't touch the football. Holy Spirit had touched it before it went 10 yards. So.
Right, and there you go. So first and 10 for the Vikings from the Spartans' 45-yard line. 7:33 left here in the first half. Spartans holding a 16-point lead, 28-12 over the Vikings.
Matter of fact, we'll do something creative here. We talked about Mike Gill and Harry Hurley from WPG 95.5 who are calling the game next to us on the radio as Packard gets the carry.
He's hit immediately in the backfield after a loss of about 2 yards.
And we're going to listen in live to Mike Gill and Harry Hurley as they're on the call. We'll bring them in now on BFA.
So a loss of 1 on the play. Nick Medina with the stop. 2nd down and 11. 7-11 left to play. Atlantic City trailing by 2 scores. It has been an offensive explosion today for both sides. We have only seen one position not result in a touchdown, and that ended up in an interception. Lions in a shotgun, 4 wide receivers, back to throw. Fires, and it is incomplete as it just basically hit him between the numbers, bounced off the face mask. He had a man open.
He had him wide open. And Atlantic City has to respond on this drive because Holy Spirit is just not being denied offensively.
Barksdale, the receiver, just dropped that one. He had inside position. Lions now. He's running to the near side, barking out the plays. DeGraffin right to the near side. 4 receivers, double slot. Packard in the backfield, overlooking the 3-man front of the Spartans. Atlantic City dressed in white. They try a little reverse to DeGraffin. He spins out of a tackle, tries to hit the outside. He puts his shoulder right through the Spartan defender just to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
His effort is incredible.
A lot of one-on-one individual effort by DeGraffin, who, by the way, is just a sophomore.
Wow.
So teams in this area are going to have to deal with him.
What an athlete.
For a couple of years now.
I mean, he turned a big loss into, no gain, but a positive play.
Basically, that play could have been a 5-yard loss, but he had some individual effort. So it's going to bring up a 4th down, and it looks like for the first time today, Raul Cabrera is going to punt. It's the first punt of this Thanksgiving Day game, which has been filled with just a little bit of everything. Running, passing, great throws, great catches, trickery, hook and ladders, onside kicks, deep kicks.
It is.
So Cabrera, standing back at his own 40-yard line, will punt for Atlantic City. Snap is good, and Cabrera takes his good old time, and the left foot quickly takes a roll to the 20, then angles out to around the 15-yard line, and Holy Spirit will have the ball back with plenty of time to try to get back down the field. They already lead by 2 scores, 28-12, and Holy Spirit will have the ball, 1st and 10, moving right to left, and they have done this with 5 wides. They have done it by running the ball. They have done it a variety of ways so far. Let's see what this Spartan offense draws up this time around.
If they score and it's 35-12, is Dandy Don warming up?
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I think Atlantic City's offense has enough in them to keep the scoreboard pressure on. In the flat, Byrnes, and it is hit quickly. Making a nice play there, Sharif Williams. Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8 after a quick pitch and catch. Byrnes to Roman. Holy Spirit right back on the ball. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near. Empty backfield, overlooking a 4-man front of Atlantic City. Man in motion is Roman. Fakes to Roman. Now he slings one over to Llanos, who makes a really tough catch. And Llanos breaks a tackle. Llanos at the 30. Got 1 man to beat. He grabs a hold of his jersey and down at the 5. Jordan Llanos. As Llanos just makes a catch in traffic here. Well-designed play. They fake to Roman. Pump fakes. And look at this catch. He absolutely just took it away from the defender and then slides through a tackle and just keeps on going. Looks like he ran out of a little gas there. Good catch by Shaib Wright in catching him from the backside. But Holy Spirit right back on the ball. Of course, no huddle here for the Spartans. The clock continues to run at 5:30 and counting. Holy Spirit has scored on all 4 drives, looking to make it 5 straight. And Holy Spirit is going to take a timeout. And look at the lineup on this play. Jason Lewis, a 6-foot, 285-pound offensive lineman, was lined up in the backfield. Looks like they had a little something lined up for this goal line play.
And again, listening in to Mike Gill and Harry Hurley on WPG 95.5 for this drive here in the second quarter. Again, the Holy Spirit Spartans on the timeout, and they're going to break the huddle. You heard Mike Gill talk about the fact they had a refrigerator Perry move, and still in the backfield is...
All right, 5:22 left to play here. On a big play, Jordan Llanos took a pass and brought it down to the 5-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Lewis basically trying to run through defenders in a nice play to bring down Lewis, who's a big boy. So Sims was asked to make the inevitable tackle there.
Do a quick recap of the last few minutes.
Yeah, Holy Spirit had an interception. Atlantic City got the ball back. They punted, and then the first play out of the punt was a big pitch and catch. Jordan Llanos caught it and brought it down to the 5, so now Holy Spirit has the ball. It looks like inside the 5-yard line with a chance to score again. They send a man in motion to the near side of the field. Byrnes high snap. They hand off and spinning this Ward. Ward still on his feet. Ward is just short. So 3rd and goal after the gain of 3 from Ward. And it's a big 3rd down. Of course, they will go for it on 4. So this is really 2-down territory. You can take a couple of shots here if you're Holy Spirit. Byrnes, shotgun formation. Byrnes hands off to Ward. He is hit in the backfield, and he is not going to make it as DeGraffenreich came in, blitzing from the outside. And, boy, now you have a 4th down play. This is a big one for the Atlantic City defense. We've asked for a stop this entire game for them. They have not been able to get it. 3:55 left to play.
And they're not going to kick a field goal, right?
Doesn't appear so.
I don't believe in it.
And Forte is a good kicker, but they are going to stick with their offense here with a 2-score lead. 2 receivers to the far side. Ward in the backfield. Byrnes in a shotgun. Fakes, fires, and it is caught and in for the touchdown.
That's 2 touchdowns on 4th down, Mike, for Holy Spirit. 2.
Jordan Llanos, who brought him all the way down here, and now gets rewarded with the touchdown. And it's just an easy pitch and catch here. You see a little fake and into the slot, and just got inside position and is able to really use some concentration as he's on his way to the ground to make that catch. So, with the score, Holy Spirit scored on all 5 possessions today as the kick is up, and it is up by Forte and good. Holy Spirit has scored on all 5 possessions, 35. Atlantic City 12 with 3:35 left to play here in the first half.
All right, and that'll take us to a break. Mike Gill and Harry Hurley on the call for 95.5 WPG. We'll step aside, take a break. We'll be back from Ed Byrnes Stadium here on BFA.
All right, we're back with 3:35 left here in the first half. 35-12 in favor of the Spartans over the Vikings. Forte gets ready to kick off from the 40. The kick is end over end and deep. Graffenreich has the ball at the 10, looking for some running room, cuts it back, and he's hit there by number 8, and that is Tommy Innocente with the tackle. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings on the 16-yard line, their own 16. Noticing a little bit of shoulder slump by the Vikings at this point because I think they're just
Well, we touched on
right
it.
Now, yeah.
No, listen, the Spartans have dominated. The defense for Atlantic City has spent a lot of time on the field. Atlantic City had a quick strike offensively, but that also meant that the defense had to play a lot of football in the first quarter. You're seeing the Spartans try to take advantage from a conditioning standpoint, knowing that they have a heck of a lot more of guys in a backup position than Atlantic City.
Don't get me wrong, the Vikings have absolutely played a very good football game. Spartans just very tough offensively to defend against. And into the slot, caught. That's Graffenright, I believe. Actually, that's number 1, Nasir Turner, who made the catch. Here it is again on the Game Changer instant replay. In traffic, makes the grab.
Really good piece of athleticism there as he finally was wrapped up by number 12.
Second down and about 6. We'll call it 7. I'll hand it off to Packard. And he's good tackle there after a gain of about 4 yards on the play.
Packard gets the number called again. He's been a go-to all morning long.
3rd and 1 for the Vikings.
Vikings going back to a double slot formation, trying to open things up inside, but it's pretty obvious they're going to have to continue to throw.
And a nice throw and connection there to number 8, Kai Gilliam. That's enough for a first down.
Tamir Jones on the tackle.
Clock continues to roll with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half. 1st and 10 from the 27. The Vikings own 27. Lyons looks, rolls out to his right, keeps his head up, looks and flips it over to the near side, just out of the outstretched arms of number 1, Nasir Turner. Clock stops with about 2:05 left in the first half. You're watching a special presentation of BFA Sports Thanksgiving football. Al Fisher along with my brother from another, Doug Stasic.
Yeah, man. I can't wait till get that turkey going later on.
Well, we touched on it earlier. Are you deep frying the turkey?
My sister is cooking the turkey, another Holy Spirit alum. And I'm glad she got off the vegan kick that she used to be on. And I mean that with all due respect.
We're not going to
Ricky Bobby would say, but you know, it's a tough run when you know you're not a turkey and meat person. Speaking of turkey and meat, Ernest and Sons Meat Market, old-fashioned butcher shop right here in South Jersey. Mel Cordelesa and his team been in business for 45 plus years. Wow. Mel got his start in the business as a kid before he was walking the halls of Holy Spirit. Now his girls' senior year for the Twins is their cheerleaders on the Holy Spirit squad. But thanks to Ernest and Sons Old School Butcher Shop, I got to tell you, phenomenal catering, but, dude, it is worth the ride to get your steaks and your meat from Ernest and Son, the absolute best, as is the squad in Brigantine. So the Atlantic City offense trying to come up with a game plan, perhaps convert on this all-important 3rd and 11 situation on Thanksgiving Day, trying to keep themselves in this one. Behind right now, 35-12.
Packard with Lyons in the backfield. Lyons takes the snap, looks to throw, has his man on the outside. That's Graffenright. Enough for a first down. The clock stops on the first down. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line. 1:43 left. Perhaps the Vikings have something left in the tank to maybe get a score before they come back out. They did defer, so they will get the ball in the second half.
Critical drive here for Atlantic City. I mean, put yourself in a much better position. If you can score here, try to keep the Spartans off the board, and then get it back in the second half.
Lyons looks to throw and goes deep, just out of the outstretched arms. Looked like that was number 7 Packard, actually. No, Turner. Number 1 Turner. That one floated out of bounds. 2nd and 10 at their own 40.
Impressive display of vertical passing from both these quarterbacks. Lyons looks at the scoreboard. I don't think it bothers him even whatsoever. He looks as an opportunity. He's going to throw the football probably a bit more, especially in a 2-minute offense situation.
5 wide receivers, empty backfield. Lyons fires down the field. Oh, a grab by Graffenried. Are you kidding? Graffenried makes a big catch.
Channeling his OBJ. Look at this. Talk about Lyons having confidence. Avoids the rush. And then
almost Randy Moss-esque. He's got that kind of build like Randy Moss.
Well, someone's going to look at the highlight film and say, you've been mossed.
Graffenried just only a sophomore, folks, playing this kind of football. Clock stopped, or continues to roll now with 1 minute, just under 1 minute. Going deep again, and just out of the outreached arms of number 8, Kai Gilliam. Defender slipped on the play.
Roseboro on the coverage, and that was almost a big strike for Atlantic City. Perhaps the opportunity slipped through their fingers.
So the Vikings not afraid to throw the football, marching this ball down the field. Ball spotted on the Spartans 29. Second and 10. To Graffenried to the near side.
Going to go back to the screen.
Oh, and a big
hit.
What a play.
And look at this hit by number 9. Xavier Hernandez drops the hammer.
That is a big-time hit. So now be 3rd and 10 for the Vikings. Again, from the ball spotted on the Spartans' 28-yard line.
Lions looking to the sideline, trying to get a play.
Single back is Packard with Lions.
We are under a minute, 50 seconds.
And fakes a handoff. Lions takes himself up the right side, hit hard, out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Might be just a little short of the first down.
Yeah, you can see the linebacker, Sean Fine, and certainly he's got a responsibility to try to keep Lions in the pocket, apply pressure, and you saw him just have great shadow coverage and eventually run him out of bounds, and now it's going to create a 4th and 2 situation, and dare we say this is critical.
There is a timeout on the field called by Atlantic City.
Well, Atlantic City going to talk things over as they're going to need this one. Clock set at 44 seconds here in half number 1. And I guess if you're Atlantic City, you got to think to yourself, high risk from a pass. Lions has been laser accurate, but do you think about open up those lanes for Packard and give him the opportunity to get him in space?
And that's kind of where I was going. Packard has been running the football very well throughout the football game. They kind of got away from it because they were so deep in the territory with a little bit of time left on the clock. But it could be a great spot for Packard. If they can open those lanes up, spread the offense out, it's a perfect setting for them.
Holy Spirit, they're going to utilize the linebacking core. They're going to look to apply some pressure here. Wouldn't be surprised, just mentioned Finan, but between Finan and Hernandez, one of the two, if not both, wouldn't be surprised they dial up a stunt here to try to get Lions, force him into a quicker throw than he might want to, or take the chance of finding Packard in the backfield.
All right, here we go. 4th and a long 2 for the Vikings. Ball spotted at the Spartans' 20-yard line. 44 seconds left on the clock.
Double slot formation. Again, Vikings creating lanes by using spread formations.
Turner goes in motion. Lions rolling to his left. Continues to look, and he's hit hard right there after a loss of about 3 yards. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Just called it, Sean Finan. His number is called. He's reading the quarterback all the way. Look at him, just backside pressure, and another hammering hit by the senior.
The tenacity of Finan. All right, so turnover on downs. Ball spotted at the Spartans' 25-yard line with 36 seconds left here in the first half. Again, your score, Holy Spirit 35, Atlantic City 12. And now do you run the clock out or you just try to run a couple of plays and maybe you can get some good chunk yards?
It's Thanksgiving. Holy Spirit versus Atlantic City. No one came here to just run the clock out. I assure you of this.
Well, Byrnes with the arm that he has, definitely going to be looking to throw, and he does right off the giddy-up. Right to Roman, and Roman had some open room, but tackled a nice shoestring tackle.
Oh, they're going to have to giddy up on the clock.
Atlantic City calls timeout. Interesting.
Well, I think if you're the defensive coordinator, you saw the tunnel in that play design and arm tackle away from that one being 6 more on the board.
That might be the 5th catch by Roman in this game. So he's 5 away and good chance of breaking that record.
Yeah, halfway to the record as we're about halfway into this contest. We're being told 6.
Oh, 6 catches.
Well, Dennis Smith is in the booth. His nickname is Stats. I assure you.
Stats Smith. I like it.
I assure you Stats is definitely on point, and I wouldn't question for a second. So, as we're sitting here and kind of talking through the things, and statistics are everything, or how do you track a record?
So 6 catches now for Gavin Roman, only 4 away. How cool would that be, doing that on Thanksgiving Day?
Oh, this is it. This is his final game as a Spartan.
2nd and 1 for the Spartans. Ball spotted at their own 34-yard line. Down in motion. He looks to the right. He's got a man wide open and caught right there. And it looks like Matt Abbott with the catch. And that's enough for another Spartans first down. They'll spot it quickly at the 48-yard line. Byrnes, lone setback, no setback, actually empty backfield. Another throw to Roman. That is his 7th catch of the game. Clock continues to roll.
Well, it'll stop until they set the sticks. Once they set the sticks, it's going to move, and Spartans look like they're calling a timeout.
So timeout on the field as they try to see if they make do a one Hail Mary play.
Yeah, we'll stay right here. Certainly we know that Byrnes has the arm to do it.
Could they try to turn the tide and do a hook and ladder? Hook and lateral to maybe Roman. Roman catches it, flips it off.
I think what you do right here is you try to create space and a one-on-one opportunity. So you know that Atlantic City's playing with a free safety over the top. We've seen the Spartans come out with trips to the left, slot to the right. Wouldn't be surprised if you see trips formation, Gavin Roman out by himself, and then motion to the strong side, and it'll be a one-on-one jump ball type of environment. You're trying to get one spot. If you're Atlantic City, you got to drop back one of those linebackers and just try to stay deeper than the deepest man. It does look like they're going into a cover 2 set, as now they got a free safety and a strong safety. And
to your point, trips to the left. Double set to the right.
I'll be surprised to see motion come to the bottom of the screen. Nope, going for it.
And it's thrown out to the right side quickly.
Oh.
Still enough time to clock.
More
Jaden
play.
Llanos made that catch, enough for another first down.
One
Shortens
more
the field.
tick.
And are they bringing out the kicking team? Looks like they might be bringing out the kicking team.
They're going to let them try to boot this.
They're going to go for it. No, they are going to go.
They're going to kick it.
So Forte is out on the field.
It's a 44-yard field goal.
That's big time for this level. 44-yard field goal attempt. 1 tick left on the clock. This will be the last play of the first half. Ball snapped. Spot. Kick is up. And it is long enough, and it is good. No good. No good. Wide right.
Or left.
It's wide right. All right, wide left, okay, facing it. All right.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, what a half of football. Thanksgiving at its best here in Absecon. Spartans 35, Vikings 12. You're watching BFA Sports High School Football.
Since 1977, Ernest & Son Meat Market, a Brigantine Avenue tradition, has kept its roots being the best old-fashioned butcher shop on the island to a Food Network favorite stop. Featuring fresh produce, Dietz & Watson cold cuts, Take-home entrees, your favorite catering dishes, and more delivered to your favorite business or home. Their freshly sliced sandwiches are piled high with mouth-watering meats, and their steaks on the grill are as legendary as the ones you'll want to put on the barbecue at home. Give Ernest & Sons Old Fashioned Butcher Shop a call to cater your next party or cut your meat at 609-266-1588.
Happy Thanksgiving from Ernest & Sons.
From small parties to the big wedding, Petrosh's has you covered under the big top, South Jersey. Bounce houses delivered to your castle, sanitized and cleaned with care, gives you peace of mind. While the kids play, the adults can take a seat and relax under a Petrosh's Big Top tent. Petrosh's Big Top is a call or click away to provide you with a full array of party rental needs, from tents, tables, chairs, china, and linens to bounce rides and games. Let Petrosh's Big Top be your all-occasion party rental company. Call 609-804-9805.
Happy Thanksgiving from Petrosh's Big Top.
The Claridge Hotel has been around for a number of years. Here at Park Place and the world-famous Atlantic City Boardwalk, just steps away from the beach. So we've had a number of people come through our doors, each with their own style and taste, which is why they chose the Claridge to take their visit to new heights. Book your getaway today at claridge.com.
Hi, I'm Joe Bunning from Bunning Family Pharmacy. We're so proud to once again be able to bring the best in high school athletics to you. Once again, partnering up with BFA Productions, and we're giving you that virtual front row seat at home. Thank you so much and enjoy the game.
Happy Thanksgiving from Bunting Family Pharmacy.
We're here at the brand new RK Service Center. We've got to be super excited about all the things that are going on here at RK.
We are. We're super excited. We've been waiting this for a long time. We're very proud of this facility. We are hiring new technicians, so we're offering a $1,500 sign-on bonus. You can check with our managers in terms of the details on that. But along with that, we offer healthcare, dental, eye, 401k with a match, and on it goes.
No better place to look than right here at RK Auto Group.
RKAutogroup.com, but individually for each manufacturer would be myrkchevy.com, myrkkia.com, and myrksubaru.com.
Make this your best season ever with Game Changer's amazing new features. Like automatically compiled hit clips that load directly into your player profile, along with your stats. Watch, download, and share with fans and recruiters. Track pitch type and pitch velocity, and display it in the live stream. And watch it all, live, on the web. Check out these amazing new features you can start using now in the app, or learn more at gc.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Trina Lisko, a provider here at Premier Orthopedic Associates. As a mom, a coach, and a physician, I take concussions very seriously. If you have concerns that your student athlete may have sustained a concussion, it is always better to rest the player from play and monitor their symptoms and be evaluated. Remember, you don't have to have a direct injury to the head to sustain a concussion. Even a hard blow to the body can cause the brain to rattle inside the skull and create this injury. Having been trained, not just in concussions, but in higher level traumatic brain injury, allows us to help you take the guesswork out of this confusing injury. Remember, concussions are an invisible injury and can have prolonged symptoms, especially if not cared for correctly.
The Holy Spirit Spartan cheerleaders providing some entertainment here on Thanksgiving Day. We're going to keep it down on the field as Holy Spirit High School with 100 years. A lot of traditions, a lot of great people doing so many great things. And if you look down towards the end zone, honoring all former Holy Spirit football players and cheerleaders in attendance. We'll turn it over to public address announcer Dennis Smith.
And the cheerleading program. We want to thank them for playing here and being a part of what you see here today with the traditions of 100 years of Holy Spirit education. The alums have been a big part of what we do here at Holy Spirit, and it's been a great part. Without football and without athletics, Holy Spirit would not be what it is today. So we want to thank the alums who have come out today and give them their time on the turf here at Ed Byrnes Memorial Stadium. And thank them not only for playing, but also being supportive throughout the years of Holy Spirit football and cheer. Thank you, alums. At this time, we would like to honor a special family of alums. The Applegate family has been the voice of the Spartans for over 40 years. On November 4th, 1984, when Bob Applegate passed away, his son Andy stepped behind the mic to fill in for his dad. The man who many of us have lovingly called Gate would call his first game, which happened to be the last home game for Holy Spirit at Bader Field. For the next 37 years, Andy was a constant in the Spartan press box, becoming synonymous with Holy Spirit football. His voice echoing through Ed Byrnes Stadium was another part of the 100-year tradition that makes Holy Spirit High School so special. Gate also has provided his voice for boys and girls basketball for the last 8 years, and boys lacrosse for the past 5 years. Always willing to help, he has also announced girls soccer senior nights and Walsey's Warriors events, as well as Father's Club events. Andy and his wife were moving out of state, causing him to step away from the microphone and retire this season. And we are honored to welcome this family of Spartans back to Ed Byrnes Memorial Stadium. Please join all of us and give a big round of applause to Andy, class of '82. Amber, class of '84, Drew, class of '11, Sam, the class of 2014, and Sean, class of 2018. At this time, please direct your attention to the top of the home bleachers and join us in dedicating the Spartan press box to the Applegate family. That I'd rather be standing right now than in the Applegate press box. Thank you for all you have done for Holy Spirit. nation, we would like to invite Andy up to the box for one last encore and call the second half of this game.
All right, what an outstanding moment for all of Holy Spirit High School, the alumni, the football team, the cheerleaders, educators, you name it. Andy Applegate, for 37 years, has been the sole voice here at Ed Byrnes Stadium and beyond. Gives me chills. As a Spartan myself, graduated in 94. I just can't describe what it's like to actually have your name called when you're down on the field and you get up out of, either catching a ball or making a tackle, and you hear that name and that voice just reverberate throughout. It feels like all of Absecon over here on California Avenue. And sounds like we're going to get our prayers answered, and Andy Applegate will be up in the booth for the second half. And, again, Dennis Smith, who has done a fantastic job in his own right over the years, being such a huge contributor to the Holy Spirit High School athletic department, the basketball team with the girls, the softball team, being part of the statistician for the sports, athletic director duties, assistant athletic director duties. This is something special even for him. That's a tough assignment to pick up a mic after Andy Applegate.
Well, if it means anything, I got not even been affiliated. I got choked up. You could see the emotion coming across. So, good stuff. Yeah, what a way to do it. Day of giving thanks and thanking Andy Applegate for all he's done.
Well, more pomp and circumstances. The Holy Spirit Fathers Club going to draw the big raffle for the annual fundraiser. And that's Father Perry going to draw out the lucky winner.
First winning ticket number is 1011.
Grand prize, big time bucks. And I believe there's 4 drawings. So one of the 4 numbers has been picked out of the tumbler. You'll see there on the field level. There's Tom Fining calling the booth.
Got to tell you, this is a nice break after the track meet we just watched the first half.
It was a bad day not to bring Gatorade, that's for sure.
I know I'm parched.
Whew.
Big time dry mouth going on here, but that's okay.
President for making the winning tickets. At this point, happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and I thankfully turn the microphone over to Andy Applegate.
Holy Spirit scores twice in a row.
Second half action about to be underway here from Ed Byrnes Stadium. For BFA, Doug Stasic, Al Fisher, and for the WPG Talk Radio crew, Mike Gill and Harry Hurley. We're getting ready to start the second half, and here's a look at the brand new minted Holy Spirit Spartans Applegate press box. And there is Andy Applegate. He'll give you a wave out to the crowd. There's Andy. What an absolute awesome ceremony, and what an awesome opportunity to say thank you for a man who has given so much for generations of Spartan football and athletic players, students, you name it, coaches. There is no better man to get that type of respect and basically that type of honor and award. And there it is, the new Holy Spirit Spartans Andy Applegate press box. So he's going to join us second half. Going to be here, so hopefully we'll get a chance to maybe even put a microphone on him. And speaking of traditions, well, that there is circa 1941.
Wow.
That would be my grandfather, Sonny Megan, Dennis Megan, and his brother Buddy. So two former Spartans. And like I said, generations of traditions here at Ed Byrnes Stadium.
Good stuff right there as the Spartans get ready to kick off. Vikings had deferred, and it's a squib kick. And caught there right at the 45-yard line is number 10, and that is Shaquan Thompson who recovers it. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 45, the Vikings' 45-yard line.
Well, it's a bit of a track meet. And I think we're going to start off this second half. I think it's only the right thing to do. Listening to the sights and sounds of the legend, Andy Applegate. So we'll go radio silence, let you enjoy the arena crowd, and listen in on Andy.
Number 7, Packard on the run for the Vikings. Gain of about 9 on the play. Packard on the carry. He's tagging by number 50, Luke Lewis. 3rd down, 3rd and about 4. Medina's pass broken up. In there defensively for the Spartans. Sean Roseborough will bring up 4th down. 4th and about 4. Vikings with the punt. On the return for Holy Spirit, number 1, Gavin Roman. Holy Spirit takes over 1st and 10. At about their own 16-yard line. 15, Sean Byrnes back to pass. Finds number 13, Emmett Kane for the completion. And the Holy Spirit, first down.
And we're stepping aside here in Ed Byrnes Stadium on BFA Sports as we honor the legend Andy Applegate and his encore here at Ed Byrnes Stadium.
Pass ball's incomplete. Gonna bring up second down, 2nd and 10. Sean Byrnes takes the snap, back to pass, fires the ball downfield, complete to number 10, Jaden Llanos. Good for the Holy Spirit, first down. Byrnes pass complete to number 1, Gavin Roman. Gain of about 6. Pass complete, but in there defensively for the Vikings, number 3, Talik Sims. Also to play, they'll bring up third down. Byrnes pass, falls incomplete. It'll bring a fourth down, 4th and about 9. Sean Byrnes back to pass. He finds number 10, Jaden Llanos, for Holy Spirit. First down. 1st and 10. Ball resting at the Viking 35. This time, I'd like to announce the winning 50-50 ticket. It's on a red ticket. Big prize today, $2,259. So check your numbers carefully. Winning number is 646-818. Once again, 646-818. Check your numbers carefully. It's got to be on a red ticket. If you have the winning ticket, go to the press box at the entrance to the field to claim your prize. Sean Byrnes takes the snap, takes off upfield. Gain of about 4 on the play. Third down. 3rd and 6. Ball comes loose in the backfield, recovered by Holy Spirit. Number 64, Jason Lewis. That'll bring up 4th down, 4th and long.
All right, so again, opportunity to honor Andy Applegate, 37 years as the public address announcer of the Holy Spirit Spartans. Most of it right here, all at Ed Byrnes Stadium. For BFA Sports, Doug Stasic and Al Fisher. And as we rejoin the call, Spartans still lead 35-12 here on Thanksgiving Day.
So at first, the Spartans were stopped on downs. So the Vikings will take over at their own 43-yard line. 7:14 remaining here in the third quarter.
And as Vikings go back to work, they got a slot to the left. Here goes motion. And again, Packard with a carry.
Packard met behind the line of scrimmage and advances forward to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Number 7, Alan Packard on the carry.
You know, and this here is depending upon how the rest of this third quarter goes. You may see some of the benches open up a little bit, get a chance to get that first taste of being a part of the Thanksgiving rivalry, and then certainly you can assume that a lot of the seniors will get their numbers called.
Lyons pitches it over to number 5 and adds Williams, and he advances to the 47-yard line to pick up about 4 on the play.
Of course, for the Holy Spirit Spartan fans, we're still on Roman watch. He's got 8 catches.
Yep, 8 catches confirmed.
So 1 to tie and 2 to break a single season record as far as receptions goes. Amazing.
I was going to say in a lead into the half, not realizing we were going to, and again, honoring Andy Applegate. To say, what was the over-under on this one? And that was a nice flip and pitch over to Packard, who has enough for a first down. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the Spartans 4. And there's a flag on the play. We've got some extracurricular activity on the field.
Again, always chippy on Thanksgiving.
And it was a post-play foul, so
yeah,
they'll mark it off. If wherever it is, they'll mark it off from the line.
Yeah, dead ball foul.
Yep. And they're calling on the Vikings.
All right, so the Vikings making that climb back, chip into that lead that much steeper by backing themselves up, and they're going to find themselves in quite the...
Should be 1st and 25.
Well, they did say that it was a dead ball foul.
So it'll be just pushing back 1st and 10.
Yeah,
so it's just a lost yardage. So reset the downs on the first down run by Packard. 1st and 10 from the Vikings 40-yard line. Lyons flips it out to Graffin Wright. He's got some open room. He's got some speed. Pulling away from the defenders at the 15 to 10 to 5. Touchdown, Vikings. And there's a flag on the field.
Well, it's bad enough when you got to worry about laundry on a regular day, but even Thanksgiving, it's worse. Who wants to deal with laundry on Thanksgiving?
I've seen you the way you eat at the Thanksgiving dinner table, and it's usually a mess. So your poor wife, Missy.
Going to order us some new BFA shirts because I'll probably need it after destroying this one with a bunch of gravy and candied yams, and that one's against Holy Spirit. So that one.
So touchdown good by DeGraffenried. Or DeGraffenried. I think we were told it was DeGraffenried.
Yeah, but hey, if Andy's going with that, and so am I.
All right, so now looking to convert. Lyons flips it to the end zone. The catch is made there. Is that DeGraffenried again?
It certainly is.
This young man is something else, something to be seen. So as the conversion is good.
They refer to him as Ice Cup.
Oh, really?
They do refer to him as Ice Cup. He's a guy that just is got ice in his veins. And Holy Spirit Spartan 50-50 winner just rolls into the booth.
So with 5:35 left in the third quarter, your score, the Holy Spirit Spartans 35, the Atlantic City Vikings 20, here on BFA.
Welcome back to Ed Byrnes Stadium, home of the Holy Spirit Spartans, and today's Thanksgiving contest as they host the Atlantic City Vikings. Doug Stasic, Al Fisher on the BFA live stream. Our buddy Mike Gill and Harry Early were on WPG, so we did hear that there might be some technical challenges on 95.5, so no worries. You can just turn up the volume on the YouTube. Just don't watch the video as you're driving. That's all.
All right, so onside kick recovered there by the Vikings. It'll be 1st and 10 from midfield. And I think we're going to eventually, possibly, be joined by Mr. Mike Gill, since he's got a little extra time on his hands. So 1st and 10 again from the 50, 5:35 left here in the third quarter. We've got ourselves a contest after that big touchdown by Graffenried. And a ball handed off, inside handoff, pounding forward is Ward. He picks up about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. So it's been a while since we've seen Ward carry the football, but he's back in to beat up that Viking defense. Still 2 receptions away from Gavin Roman and breaking this state record.
I'm sure they're going to do everything they can to make that happen. And speaking of Thanksgiving wishes, our good friend Johnny Monell Sr., his nephew, Sean Byrnes, the quarterback of the Holy Spirit Spartans. So I know they're out there watching. So shout out to Coach Mo and the entire crew, including Johnny Jr. and the 220 Second and None Academy, right over there on California Avenue, right around the corner. So hope they're enjoying today's broadcast, and I believe that they are. Of course, he said when you talk, Al, he just wants to hit the mute button.
So I guess, three's a crowd now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go mute.
All right,
you can mute my my headset.
Which one of you big heads wore this thing before me? My gosh.
Well, there's only one person with a big head in here, and you're probably.
I know, and I had to.
You might have worn it.
I had to shrink this thing considerably.
You guys look like the Butterball Turkey twins over there.
Oh, jeez.
Better be careful. Somebody try to baste you guys.
Byrnes to Kane, and Kane with an immediate touchdown as soon as I put the headset on.
Look at you. Just jump right in, the action happens.
Touchdown, Spartans. Again, Sean Byrnes putting up some fantasy football-like numbers today, Mike.
We talk about it, guys, on the radio broadcast. If you were to say, give me the quarterback in this area who stands out the most, Sean Byrnes runs this offense. He can call every play in the book for him. He finds every guy has been involved today. Roman, we know, is closing in on a record. Janos has had 11 touchdowns in the regular season, and as he has performed today, there's Kane, Medina. He's got plenty of people.
I think that's Kane's 3rd touchdown of the game.
It's been just a plethora. And Forte, by the way, who has had a good day kicking the ball, and the extra point is up and good.
How about that 44-yard field goal attempt in a high school game?
And it was just wide left.
It was pretty close.
Yeah, he had the distance. It just went off to the left there. Was it left or right or left? Good?
It was left.
All right, making sure.
Yeah. So you were listening.
I had a little birdie
text
text me. I had a little birdie
Where?
text
Let me see it.
Yeah.
Let me see it.
You want to see it?
Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah, well, we all know that Al doesn't know his left from his right, along with many other things. But I also
that birdie. Was that in the group text?
It was.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Jim G of RK Chevrolet. Kicking me when the guy's down. I like it.
So, Mike Gill, I mean, not that I'm condoning it, but it is Thanksgiving. There's a lot more football to be played. Any thoughts for entertainment purposes on any of the games today?
I like Mary Mack in college basketball. I'm just kidding. Tarleton State has been
Mike Gill State.
Football, Mike.
Mike Gill State. Renamed Mike Gill State.
Yes.
Not Tarleton State.
I kind of like Dallas today. The Giants are really banged up on offense. I don't know that they're going to be able to get points today. I mean, really, they got 4 offensive linemen out today, New York does. So that's a team that struggles to score already. And then you got Dallas's defensive front. They can't throw. I think that's an ugly one.
Take the Patriots plus 2.5.
Okay.
Wow.
They will beat Minnesota. Okay, Mike.
So Forte's kick goes out through the end zone. So a touchback, and Holy Spirit, they're just rolling today, guys. They've got the special teams going. 42-20 is the score with still 5 minutes left. You know, we've commented, though, over the years. We've done this game a bunch of times. This game is generally over by now the last 4 seasons. That shows you how far Atlantic City has come, but it also shows you how dominant Holy Spirit has been. Even though Atlantic City has shown major improvement, Holy Spirit's a very good football team.
Yeah, and this is a throwback to the Atlantic City offense, the way that we knew it in the mid-'90s, early 2000s, kind of this air raid style, spread the ball out. Quarterback and Joe Lyons, though, I mean, he's a big, big part of their turnaround year.
Well, and Lyons and DeGraff and Wright will be back next year. So those two guys are going to be a connection that's going to be a problem for teams, especially Lyons, who is an excellent throw of the ball, but he can throw it anywhere around DeGraff and Wright, as we've seen, and he'll go out and get it. Offset eye in the backfield, shotgun formation. Atlantic City handoff off the middle. Some running room up the middle, out to the 40, 35, 45, 50, and still on his feet across the 40-yard line is Rooks. And he has a huge hole and fires his way through for a big play. Atlantic City not going away.
First name calling Rooks, and, man, did he bring his name up in a big-time moment.
Yeah, DeAndre Rooks, a junior. That's his first touch of the football today, but more explosion from the Atlantic City offense. First down and 10, ball at the 35-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side. DeGraff and Wright is split on the near side hash. Lyons has an offset eye as he is in a shotgun formation. Packard the deep back. 3-man front for Holy Spirit. Ball fake into the flat, and it is incomplete. Another drop pass for the Vikings. Man, they have had a bunch of drops. I mean, if they just simply catch the football a little bit better today, guys, they've had some yards to be had.
It's no doubt that Lyons has been able to find out who the primary receiver is, goes to his second, sometimes third reads, but the confidence that he has in the athletic ability of his receivers, not hesitating to basically pull the trigger and put the ball where he sees fit, and a lot of pressure on the secondary for Holy Spirit, but give them credit, they've answered the bell.
Second down and 10, ball at the 35. DeGraff and Wright split to the near side. 3 receivers to this side of the field. Sean Williams in the slot. Packard in the backfield. Lyons takes a snap. Little option play, and that was sniffed out nicely. And that looks like a nice play by McDevitt.
Yeah, look at here on the Game Changer instant replay, Al.
McDevitt shot out of a cannon. Makes a nice hit in the backfield, a loss of about 3 yards on the play.
I mean, it looked like a lookout block. Look out, here he comes.
And McDevitt, by the way, is a great name in this rivalry. His father, who coached me, God bless his soul, Miko was an unbelievable coach, passed away. He coached AC, he coached Holy Spirit, and that's what this game is all about, guys. Pitch in the backfield to Packard, nowhere to go, and another play in the backfield. It looks like McDevitt again.
McDevitt not to be denied as the Vikings continue to go backwards.
I mowed lawns for Miko, Leprechaun Lawn Care. I mowed lawns for Miko for years.
But when's the last time you mowed a lawn?
I was just going to say, he must have been on a riding mower.
No way, man. I'm off the rider. 4th down, Atlantic City's going to go for it. Low snap. Lyons picks it up, avoids the rush, steps up, gets pushed forward, but down. He goes. Another sack. Medina is in there to get the stop for Holy Spirit, and now the defensive line's having some fun.
Nick's been funky cold all game long.
Oh, dad jokes.
I had to give one to
Yeah,
Gil.
you got one. Gil, did you like that one, Funky Cole?
I
Medina?
caught it.
You didn't get it.
I caught it.
Oh, come on. Come on, Tone Loke.
Big turnover on downs for Holy Spirit. They're able to keep that door closed. And if you're Atlantic City, you can see the hands on the hips of a lot of the defense. They've been out there on the defensive side of the ball, it seems, quite a while, especially after that first strike play.
That's been the problem in this game. They scored in 10 seconds, and their defense went right back on the field. Holy Spirit scored again. They scored again, and their defense, I think, has just run out of gas here as Byrnes throws one into the flat. It is complete, and out to the 50, to the 45, the 40, another first down, Medina. So
Cole.
a sack, and now on the very next play, he gets a big catch and run.
Kai Gilliam is the guy. His name's been called a lot, but when you're in the secondary as a safety, that's not really the name that you want to hear called a whole lot on defense, meaning he's had to make a lot of catches deep in the secondary.
1st and 10, Holy Spirit on the move again, moving right to left, wearing gold with 3:05 left to play. 2 receivers to the near side. They hand off to Ward. Ward out to the 30, and he is taken down after another gain of about 6 yards on the play. They ran the ball that first series, the first 2 series, and then they went empty backfield.
Yeah, he's an absolute tank.
Well, the lanes that they've been able to create by spreading out the defense, here it is again. Slot left, single receiver to the right.
Hand off to Ward, huge hole off the left side, out to the 20-yard line, still on his feet, powering up to the 15, and finally pushed out of bounds as Ward, the Mays Landing resident, just would not go down.
He is an absolute load to try to bring down.
I mean, it's Derrick Henry-esque. You bring him in the second half, defense already feeling it, and then you just continue to punish. But you got to give a tip of the cap to this Spartan offensive line. They have just been creating huge running lanes and dominating.
Clock continues to roll, back to throw, Byrnes in a shotgun, and it is snagged out there by Roman on the sideline, short of the 10-yard lines, as he is 1 catch away from breaking a record.
I mean, the fact that this guy's in triple digits of catching passes in one season at the high school level is just mind-blowing. So that ties the record, and he needs 1 to break.
And can they make that a touchdown?
That would be awesome. That would be the way to do it.
They're going to throw. It is incomplete. They throw behind. So looking to get the ball. That was going to be short of the end zone. They threw that. It's going to be 3rd down here for Holy Spirit. Roman in the far side slot. Keep your eye on number 1 in the slot for the Spartans. Medina shuffles in motion. They hand off to Ward, and Ward has pay dirt, and he is in for a Spartan touchdown.
Ward looking nimble on this run. You'll see it on the Game Changer instant replay. He's like the Nigerian Nightmare. I know he said Derrick Henry, but more like a Nigerian Nightmare. Look at him just carry people in the end zone for the Spartans touchdown.
Joshua Ward, a sophomore, too, so he will be around. Wow. You saw Surlis earlier, a freshman. He will be around. They've got some players on this team. Now, Byrnes is a senior. Roman's a senior. Llanos is a senior. So they do lose a bunch, but they've got some reinforcements in the pipeline, as they always do in Absecon.
Well, Coach Andrew DePasquale taking over in his first year here at the helm for Holy Spirit. Got to be excited to know that the tradition is going to continue, and it always feels as if that Spartan depth of talent just regenerates itself.
Here comes Forte to kick. It is now 48-20 in a highly entertaining game here on Thanksgiving morning. Forte has been busy kicking all of the extra points so far today. This one is up, and it is tipped, and it rattles its way through, and Holy Spirit takes a 49-20 lead here with 1 minute and 40 seconds left to play in this 3rd quarter here on BFA Sports.
Welcome back to Ed Byrnes Stadium here in Absecon. Thanksgiving football at its finest, the 94th meeting of the Spartans and the Vikings. Doug Stasic, Al Fisher, and Mike Gill moonlighting with WPG 95.5 Talk Radio. He's doing a bit of double duty.
So Holy Spirit will kick off after the touchdown here, 49-20. And we're going to get you some information on Roman, who, by the way, is just one catch away now. When they get the ball back, we'll be keeping a focus on Gavin Roman. As you see, big number 1 is having a big year.
Yeah, and Mike, he is now tied a single-season record for receptions of 111, set 25 years ago in 1997 by Mike O'Brien of Butler High School in Morris County.
Unbelievable accomplishment if he's able to get that. And even if he doesn't, he's had an unbelievable career and game today, as well as that penalty will mark us back 5 yards. And Holy Spirit, by the way, this happened earlier where they kicked, went out of bounds, and then they almost got an onside kick. So we'll see what happens here. But just a tremendous career for Roman and Byrnes, this duo, which is paired up for a huge senior season here.
I'm willing to lay a couple Monopoly dollars on Gavin Roman getting the breaking the record in this one. There's still plenty of time left.
Forte's kick high, end over end, taking it around the 25-yard line, crosses the 30, out to the 35, 40, shot out of a gun at the 50, up the sideline to the 40, 30, needs one man to beat, he crosses over, runs through the kicker at the 15. Now we have a late flag way back around midfield, and I think he got a little extracurricular happening, but boy, oh boy, what a return for Atlantic City there, but that was
Packard
may
again,
be
too.
coming back.
Yeah, here it is on the Game Changer instant replay,
Yeah,
Mike.
That's a backbreaker. I mean, he finds a lane. Look at this lane where he's just able to avoid one tackle, avoid 2 tackles. He's got a blocker, and lo and behold, Packard running away, and now it gets called all the way back.
Yeah, Packard just absolutely kicked it into another gear there, took it up the sideline, and Atlantic City had a little life there. I mean, if they could have, now we'll see where they end up getting the ball. They threw that flag right around midfield, so that is where the penalty will have been called, and we'll see what ends up happening here. It's a personal foul on Atlantic City, and it will be a 1st and 10 for Atlantic High, and that ball is being placed in pretty good field position here. It's going to be about the 29-yard line. So Atlantic City not penalized too bad on that penalty. Lost about 15 on the return. Lions in a shotgun, bunch formation, split far to the near side of the field. Lions takes a snap, fires, it's a pick-off, intercepted, and pay dirt for the Spartans. All the way, reading it for a touchdown, Kequan Rosenborough. And Holy Spirit leads it.
Wow,
just
he
great
just jumped.
anticipation.
Watch him jump the route right here. Perfect read, intercepts it, and he's got nothing but free run to the end zone.
55-20 on the interception there, and that one was just perfectly anticipated.
Yeah, that's great defense. That's knowing what to expect. You anticipate a lot of good looks, especially when you see on video. They've been running that trips formation all day long. He had confidence to know that he had a defender behind him, so why not try to jump the route? And it's easy to do when you actually have a lead the way the Spartans do, so they're gambling a little bit.
Yeah, you could take a couple extra chances there, guys, with a lead, and you saw that bunch, and he said, all right, I've seen this little screen a couple times. I'm going to go for it. And boom, steps in the passing lane, and an easy touchdown for Roseboro for Holy Spirit. 55-20 the score. So we are at the 35 threshold with 1:22 left to play here in this third quarter.
Well, this is where it becomes real fun for us on Thanksgiving, guys, because we're going to start to see a lot more players get into this game. So we got to be on point. We're going to be getting some of those chats that go on to 97.3 ESPN knocking us for not getting those names right.
Well, 56 on the extra point. Forte is good.
I've been demoted to spotter anyway, so that's okay. I'll take care of that for you guys.
Hey, listen, I was enjoying just watching the game, all right? But, guys, I know that a lot of talk around about whether these games should keep going. But these crowds, man, I know that the crowd outside here, even behind the stands here is absolutely filled. It's been an awesome environment this year.
Well, there's a lot of people that are starting their cooking apparently in the parking lot. So
when I got here today,
I can smell it.
Fried turkeys out.
Yeah, fried. Is that what it was? Fried turkeys? Is that what they smell?
Fried turkeys in cups full of spring water from Colorado and Milwaukee.
My favorite spring water from Colorado and Milwaukee.
I wouldn't offer that to anybody. 56-20, Holy Spirit. And you hear that score if you're listening on the radio or watching this game and think, man, this game was fun and competitive. Atlantic City was keeping up. And then, I think the depth of the Holy Spirit's roster is now showing here. Atlantic City's playing a lot of guys two ways, and Holy Spirit just has a ton of weapons on the offensive side of the ball. There's my man, Nick.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Forte will kick. And he tries it on sides again, and it just kind of flag as they go off sides, so they'll kick it again. We've seen this a bunch here today. So Holy Spirit will march back 5 more yards and re-kick.
So I got to ask, guys, your thoughts on the Holy Spirit High School 100-year tradition uniforms.
I like the hard part is they don't have numbers on the front.
That's been the hardest part of this whole morning.
That's what made the job a little harder, but they are beautiful uniforms.
They are very cool, and it's very cool that they, I heard Steve Normain on the radio on my drive in saying that they were going to try to replicate them as close as they could to the original uniforms, and that they buy different uniforms every year to make this game special. So Forte this time, he kicks it to the near side. It takes a couple bounces. Now it's on the ground, and Holy Spirit has it. Holy Spirit has it. It hits the up back. He could not corral it, and that's what that kick is designed to do. And it looked like coming in there was Alex Leckleichner to make the play.
Yeah, just a tough handle right there, and it looks like Leckleichner recovers the football at the 45-yard line, and it just keeps raining Spartans.
The Holy Spirit will continue to keep the football. And Atlantic City, too, a big play in this game, guys. They're going in to score that interception that they were trying to keep up the scoring. They had the ball inside the red zone, and they could not. They threw that interception, and then the game has kind of gotten away from them at that point.
Yeah, you can't take anything away from the Vikings of trying to keep the football, moving down the football field, trying to keep up with the Spartans offense. It's just they've come up against a really good team.
All right, so it is 56-20. We head to the 4th Thanksgiving Day here in Absecon.
From small parties to the big wedding, Petrosh's has you covered under the big top, South Jersey. Bounce houses delivered to your castle, sanitized and cleaned with care, gives you peace of mind. While the kids play, the adults can take a seat and relax under a Petrosh's Big Top tent. Petrosh's Big Top is a call or click away to provide you with a full array of party rental needs, from tents, tables, chairs, china, and linens to bounce rides and games. Let Petrosh's Big Top be your all-occasion party rental company. Call 609-804-9805.
Happy Thanksgiving from Petrosh's Big Top.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team.
Back to action here at Holy Spirit High School. The official puts the ball in play, and quarter number 4 underway.
All right, start of the 4th quarter. Byrnes flips one out to the flat, and it looks like we have history, gentlemen.
Oh, there's a flag, though.
The flag is called.
So don't hold the phone.
Kind of an anticlimactic type of.
That looks like a personal foul variety. So that catch will probably stand.
If it's on Atlantic City, which it appears to be.
And it is a dead ball foul against the Vikings.
So that catch is good. And congratulations to Gavin Roman, who has just broken the state single-season receiving record with 112 catches. Gavin Roman.
Wow. Unbelievable, man.
Wow.
112 catches. is just the state of New Jersey, by the way. We're talking about north, central, south, every school. We have a guy in this area who has now broken the single state record. Unbelievable. Gavin Roman. By the way, the senior from Absecon, 5'9", 165 pounds, is now a record holder. Pretty cool. Nice play in the slot. Stepping up to make the stop there is Tyleek Sims for Atlantic City.
Oh, just adding to the record.
Absolutely. Got to keep widening the gap now. Think about that, guys, though. 5'9", 165-pound kid from Absecon has just broken a state record in football at wide receiver. Pretty long odds, I would imagine, when he walked in here as a freshman.
Well, I mean, you look at a guy like Wes Welker, right? 110 or 115 catches in, right? That's 17 games. 17 games, that is.
That's basically a NFL amount of catches in a high school season.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, 10 games. This guy's played 10 games versus 17. That's nuts.
Llanos makes that catch there. And Llanos has had a big day today as well, a first down. So Holy Spirit, as the clock moves here at 56-20, they lead, trying for more. Byrnes, who is playing his final game as the quarterback, starting his senior season here, and had some games last year as well.
Yeah, and I think illustrious, I'm not sure of the official stats, but he's got to be well on his way to 3,000 yards because he had 27 and change coming into this one.
Had 21 touchdowns. Oh, what an interception! One-handed catch and up the sidelines. Great anticipation and a one-hand grab all the way for the touchdown is DeGraffenwright, who has been amazing on offense, and now that play on defense.
They call him Ice Cup, Al. The guy is just stone cold.
And I got nothing for you.
I would have gone.
What else to say? The guy can play both sides of the football. He plays both ways, plays it extremely well. His future's bright when it comes to college.
Yeah, and I don't know what side of the ball he looks better on, but that catch right there with the one hand, anticipation, stepping into the passing lane, going pay dirt there. And then, of course, on the offensive side of the ball, I'm sure that highlight you guys at BFA will be cutting up and sending it to Sports Center because that's a top 10 catch right there if I've ever seen one. He goes up. He had the defensive back. He was holding him off with his left hand, went up with his right hand as he's holding the defender off of him.
And he's a junior. I mean, at the end of the day, sophomore. So, I mean,
Let's
at
do
the
some
end of the
research
day.
here, buddy.
Yeah, well, I feel like I know you call it theater of the mind, but we're doing a little bit of karaoke with a third microphone trying to help out our friends at WPG.
2-point conversion. Nice play.
What a catch.
It's DeGraffenwright again, who just basically stepped in front of that defensive back and said, nah, I'm getting this 2-point conversion. So Atlantic City cuts the lead to 30, 56-28. 28, actually, if the Vineland math works.
The Vineland math does work, but you're not from Vineland. So
no,
you're doing some. I am, and it works. Yeah, it's 28, and I'm from Vineland.
Well, but they did close the school that Al went to, so that could be a sign, Mike.
Right.
Could have been a problem. Sacred Heart, unfortunately. And maybe it's because Al was there. I don't know.
They shut it down right after I was there. It's great.
That school's been closed longer than not as many as 40 years, though, right?
Thanks.
but Mike, on another note, they actually changed the name of the college that Al attended. I'm seeing, basically a theme going here.
They don't want you to represent them. I got you. 56-28 the score. Holy Spirit, Atlantic City, Thanksgiving Day, and obviously a fun day as this game. It's been fun. As much as the score, again, says 28, it has been a fun game. What offensive? These teams have some offensive talent, man. It is definitely two teams that could put up a lot of points.
Well, you like to make the expression that I'm a little bit long in the tooth, so I'm going to definitely need a nap after this game today.
Not eating right after this game? I figure that's right what you would be going to.
No, I'm going to nap first to kind of regenerate the energy, and then I'm going to go eat.
Well, you are an all-star at that, so it took you a couple years to ramp up, but we're really proud of you, Al, except for the fact that a lot of restaurants tend to take away their all-you-can-eat buffet options when we roll in with you.
Raul Cabrera will kick off for the Vikings. And, we've got a flag flying as a big-time hit. You look at the replay here. You've got the kick. There's a bounce, and one of the kickoff men just absolutely helmet-to-helmet shot.
Yeah, that's a targeting foul.
Targeting, and he's running full steam ahead, and the returner is just kind of waiting for the ball to come to him, and the guy covering the kick just throws his helmet right through a defenseless player. I mean, that's a frustration foul right there. That's definitely one of those situations where it looks like a bunch of frustration on the Vikings side. Even though they had just scored on a big play, they're down 28 points, and it's kind of like we're getting to the point where timeouts of the essence. Yeah, that's a play that you can debate that maybe the player should be disqualified for. That's how much he seemed to have it on his mind that I am running and I am going full steam ahead here. And I get what he's trying to do. I'm trying to take this guy out of the way so that he cannot receive the ball. But it looked like he had that on his mind.
Yeah, I mean, 56-28 football game, you got to know the kind of time and circumstance of things as well. I mean, AC trying to get the ball. They obviously want to try to get some more points, put it on the scoreboard to answer back. But that's a tough one.
Yeah, more of a sense of urgency type of foul. Not an intentional foul to hurt someone, but more of a sense of urgency to try to get the football back.
And this is a penalty that will mark off 15 yards. It'll give Holy Spirit the ball again. And Holy Spirit could keep their offense, their first offense, out on the field. Byrnes is still out there. We have Roman. We've got Ward. They are not calling the dogs off quite yet. 56-28, they lead with 10:04. There's still a lot of time left in this game.
Well, there is, and I think if you're Atlantic City, be careful what you wish for, right? So you take a shot like that, I don't believe, to your point, that Holy Spirit's going to call the dogs off on offense just yet.
Right. I mean, you get in a situation now, guys, where Atlantic City, by the way, is going to call a timeout. So you get a situation here where Atlantic City has a penalty like that. You kind of said to Holy Spirit, okay, we think we're still in this game. You think you're still in this game? All right, we'll show you that we're still in this game then.
Yeah, it's one of those timeouts. I agree, but the timeliness of this timeout, I actually don't understand. So maybe you can help me out and understand it.
Well, they're trying to reset expectations, right? Like, you want to keep everybody's emotions in check, make sure they're staying focused. And right now, a good chance some personnel groups are going to get changed. So you want to make sure that you have all of the right guys are on the field. There's a look inside the Holy Spirit huddle, but a quick thank you. Wouldn't be possible doing this, of course, providing all this here on Thanksgiving. If it wasn't for our great friends at the Claridge Hotel in Atlantic City, RK Auto Group, Jim G. and his team, ticketsforgood.org, Premier Orthopedic Group, Ron Jaworski Golf and Weddings, Game Changer, Ulmer Appliance Services, and, of course, our friends at Petrosh's Big Top, Ernest and Sons Meat Market, the Joe Bunning Family Pharmacy, and a shout-out to our guy, Harry Hurley, WPG Talk Radio 95.5.
Snap to Byrnes, off to Ward. Ward lowers the shoulder. He gets out to around the 30, then he is pushed back, so a short gain on the play for Ward, and now some more oohs and ahs from the crowd down there.
Yeah, it continues to get a little chippy down there on the field. A late hit by a Viking that might have been missed by an official, but one Viking player came charging in, and obviously retaliation happens.
Second down, second and about 9 for the Spartans. They lead it 56-28 with 9:19 left to play in this fourth quarter on Thanksgiving Day. And, of course, Atlantic City finishing their season in the playoffs with a loss 2 weeks ago. Holy Spirit with a loss last week. So both teams trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth. And Holy Spirit right now with the lead. Ward off the left side. He is hit after a first down pickup on the play. So Ward to the left side and another big gain on the play for a first down, Holy Spirit.
Great opportunity to say thank you to our entire BFA Live Sports crew, Ryan Schumacher, Andrew Jersky, the legendary Charles Hope, Nick Penza, all giving up some family time to be here to produce today's festivities.
Ward off tackle and a short gain on the play across the 20-yard line as they are sets up about a second down and 7 on the play, gain of about 3 as the clock continues to run. with 8-10 and counting. The crowd still very big for a game that is 56-28, which is a highly competitive game for the most part today. Ball at the 19-yard line. Byrnes pump fakes, fires into the end zone, and it is overthrown out of bounds. Good one-on-one coverage to the far side, and that'll set up a third down for Holy Spirit.
Yeah, the Spartans have not changed their game plan. They're continuing to attack the Vikings defense, and they're looking to score again.
Keeping their foot on the gas. Third down for Holy Spirit here. Byrnes, of course, playing his final 7 minutes and 30 seconds as the Spartan quarterback. And you wonder if that goes into it, too. Hey, this is your last game as our quarterback. We'd like to let you take as many shots as possible here. You're going to hand it off to the right side. Shirless is cutting up to the 10, bounces to the outside, to the 5, into the end zone. And there's the freshman, Christian Shirless from Pleasantville, getting into the end zone for 6 more. And Holy Spirit tacks on another 6.
Not so many years ago, Eagles fans, Giants fans, Thunder and Lightning, a little Tiki Barber action when he's followed up, and that's not exactly the play, but we almost had it. It's a little bit of a technical glitch here. But, Al, you talk about Thunder and Lightning, Tiki Barber and
Brandon Jacobs.
Brandon Jacobs, number 27, Brandon Jacobs.
Heard him on the radio on my way over here today.
Oh, did you really?
He was on 97.3 during my drive doing an interview.
Yes, you got Warden, a guy like Surlis. It's exactly what it reminds you of. You got some flash, you got speed, and then you just got a bruiser to finish you off.
Got an encroachment penalty before the kick on Atlantic City. So Mason Forte, a sophomore from Margate, will kick again. I believe Mason Forte from Margate. He and Sam Sitta are 2 players from Margate that play for this Holy Spirit team. And that kick is up and through, and there's another late flag in there. So things are starting to get a little chippy down on the field as another late flag comes in as Holy Spirit kicks the extra point. 62-28. Spartans lead the Vikings here on Thanksgiving Day.
6:38 remaining.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
As we're back here after the Holy Spirit touchdown, 63-28 Spartans with now 5.5 minutes as the clock continuing to run on this Thanksgiving morning. We did this game the last couple of years, all won by Holy Spirit. 4 of them, they've won the last 4. The last time AC won was 20-17, and it looked like Atlantic City was here and it was just going to be a back-and-forth game, but give Holy Spirit a lot of credit. They have just kept the pedal to the metal and just kept the pressure on. And they made Atlantic City unable to make any mistakes, and they capitalized on the Atlantic City mistakes, and that's why you see the gap in score. But this Atlantic City program is definitely moving in the right direction. As the kick is taken by Packard. Packard busts to the outside. Packard still trying to answer. Packard at the 50, to the 40. Packard at the 20. And Alan Packard says, we are not done yet.
And you just mentioned how his talented Vikings team had not gone away. And right off the giddy up on that kickoff, Packard goes the full distance.
Packard has had back-to-back returns, and look at the burst of speed that Alan Packard shows as he crosses the 30. Then he almost realized they're not catching me, and he slows up as we do have a flag, though, gentlemen.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
There's been a lot of late flags, and there's another one dropped all the way back there.
Oh, man.
And that one was back at the 25. I would imagine there might have been a hole right in that spot. So we'll see what the call is on that, but
the touchdown will stand.
It could be another personal foul penalty, which we have seen too many of these guys. Quite frankly, there's been a lot of personal foul calls.
And you got to wonder. And usually there's a moment in the game where the score gets out of hand and you keep the clock running. It might be one of those situations where it's gotten so chippy that the officials have decided to make this clock wind down as quickly as possible.
Well, the clock is rolling, but Atlantic City says we don't want to go away just yet. They score again on the kickoff return from Alan Packard. So Packard, touchdown, makes it 63-34. And they will go for 2. Lyons sends a man in motion for the 2-point conversion. Lyons steps back, fires, he throws, and it is no good. So the pass is incomplete on the 2-point conversion. The conversion comes up short, and Holy Spirit continues to lead.
Well, the John Boyd Stan Marzak Trophy hasn't left Holy Spirit and Absecon for a few years, and it looks like it's got another year to stay here as we're about to hand the trophy down, and it'll head down onto the field.
5 years in a row it's going to be, it looks like, for Holy Spirit. 5 years in a row will be for the Spartans. 2017, the last time Atlantic City brought it home.
Yep, 5 years ago it was, Greg.
2017. Yep. 2017.
All right, we're going to hand it on over. You want us to bring it down? All right, we'll send it down as we do the handoff. All right, we're going to deliver it FedEx.
You got a new job. Look at you.
BFA.
I got it.
There we go.
I'll take care of that.
All right.
So Atlantic City with the kickoff return for the touchdown. You're much better at that anyway.
Well, the clock continues to melt, and Al Fisher, I don't know if we can really trust his hands because I don't think certainly he's never caught a football with them, so hopefully he doesn't drop the trophy.
Well, he has been summoned to bring the trophy down, the Boyd Marzak trophy down to the field.
And so, Mike Gill, you've been on air now over at 97.3 ESPN for, 16 years going on now?
Too many.
Well, how do you feel about a guy like Andy Applegate? Been here 37 years, and now we're standing in the Applegate press box at Ed Byrnes Stadium.
I mentioned before on the radio broadcast, I was driving down the road one night. I heard a PA that was not Andy and had to stop my car and wondered what was going on. I texted some people and said, what is happening? And I found out that he was had retired from doing it, but it is awesome to hear him do the game currently right now. The halftime was awesome. That was pretty cool. So, no, and Andy, to me, I can't think of another person other than Will Morris out at St. Augustine where you know who the voice is of that school.
Yeah, it's such a huge addition to the atmosphere of all of the Holy Spirit sports, but primarily known as the voice of Holy Spirit football. And we gave a little bit of a tribute in our own right, went radio silent for the first couple minutes of the second half. So Spartan fans and the Applegate family, go back. You can listen to that and just hear his outstanding voice.
Very distinct call from Andy. By the way, a big run for Ward. So Ward gets near first down yardage for Pops there. I think you look back at this game, you look at the differences in this game. You got Holy Spirit, just a deeper roster. We counted it before. I think there's 52 players on the Spartan roster, 40 players on the Atlantic City roster. So a little bit more depth for Holy Spirit as we're seeing with 1:30 left to play. Hand off to Ward again. Ward continuing to crank out the yards. Got a new quarterback in the game for Holy Spirit, by the way. Some new players rushing onto the field. Some players getting their final hugs and final times they will walk off the field. That's the finality of your last game. And by the way, the new quarterback is Ty Costabile. He's a freshman, so I would imagine he will take over next season because Sean Burns is a senior. Costabile in a shotgun. He's going to hand off to Ward. Ward just pushing blockers out of his way, trying to get first. And the ball is loose. And Atlantic City falls on the ball. It looks like Atlantic City has the ball. And, quite frankly, the clock's been running. and Atlantic City has a kickoff return, and now they get a fumble recovery. You know, you wonder if this game was being clocked normally, if Atlantic City is saying, hey, we got a shot to get this down to a 2-score game.
Well, the over was something that we probably discussed unofficially before the game, and they crushed that right in the first half.
Harry Hurley brought it up on the radio broadcast. He asked me 70, and I kind of shrugged off like 70. Are you kidding me? Like, how are we going to get to 70? Well, Holy Spirit's at 63. A lot of points in this game, a lot of explosion in the offense. It's been just a fun offensive day. It started off with the hook and ladder.
Oh, what a big way to start this game off, and the Vikings came out with the hook and ladder, and that was – They were sending a message early in the game, but Spartans answered back and just kept pounding the football, moving it down the field, passing and running the football, and just a great job by them. But did Harry take the over or the under on 70?
No play. Just,
no play?
Just threw out the number.
Just factoid information there.
Just based on the amount of points that were scored after the first quarter. It was 21-12, I think, after the first quarter.
Yeah. It was wild. Just an awesome start. Talk about entertaining start to finish. So certainly want to wish the seniors well in all their future endeavors. I can remember my last game over at the old Bader Field, and it's still one that's kind of emblazoned in my memory here at Holy Spirit High School. But happy Thanksgiving to both of you guys. Want to say happy Thanksgiving to my mom and my sister, and, of course, my wife, who dealt with me being up till 1 o'clock in the morning yesterday doing graphics.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to my beautiful wife, Debbie, at home, and the rest of the family. And happy Thanksgiving to you, Mr. Mike Gill and Mr. Doug Stasek. It's been a pleasure.
Another pass caught down to the 15-yard line. The Vikings, Ty Gilliam will not go away. The sand is running through the hourglass, I guess you could say, on them, but they are continuing to fire away. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you guys and everybody watching on the video side and listening on the radio side. Harry, unfortunately, we had a little bit of a technical difficulty, so Harry left the Applegate press box and head back to Northfield to get us back onto the radio side. So I'm actually doing some double duty here, doing play-by-play on both radio and the television side as the game might be down to the final play there. It looks like Atlantic City called a timeout, by the way. They are saying, hey, we don't want this season to end.
Yeah, nobody ever wants the season to end. Try to get every last play, every last memory. That's what Thanksgiving certainly is all about. And a guy I know who's watching down in Florida right now is Mr. Matt Ulmer. So thank you, Matt Ulmer, Cape Atlantic League Live, and, of course, Ulmer's Appliance Services.
By the way, that hook and ladder play is memorable. When I see something like that, the last game I ever played for the Ventnor Pirates, we ran a hook and ladder, and I scored a touchdown, 70-yard run. The guy caught the pass, laddered it to me, or hooked it to me, and I scored. So every time I see a hook and ladder, I think of that play.
So the Ventnor Pirates scored on that more times than I count with the combination of two Holy Spirit alums, Rob Fishbein and Joe Fishbein.
I think Rob Fishbein may have – no, he was done by that point. But, yeah, in fact, and Lyons is going to throw one up into the end zone.
A flag.
And a flag. Well, and the receiver was looking for the flag. The one official says, come on, you want me to throw a flag with 30 seconds? As the siren goes off here, there is a flag on the play, so we'll probably have an untimed down here with a defensive penalty. Can't end the game on a defensive penalty, so it probably will be one untimed down here.
Even with a running clock. See, that's a rule I don't know.
Well, the running nature of the clock doesn't change the fact that you can't end the game on a defensive penalty.
Right.
Is that something that you
Doug
need to be explained?
No, Doug wants to change the rules.
The clock running or not running does not change the fact that you can't end the game on a defensive penalty. I'm like, wait a second, did I hear that correctly?
Who, Doug Stasek trying to change rules? Come on. Never.
After the penalty, an untimed down here. Lions pressured, hit, and down he goes. And that is how the 94th Thanksgiving Day rivalry will end. Holy Spirit 63, Atlantic City 34, an entertaining matchup. And, guys, we got to go back to the history books. This might be the highest scoring Holy Spirit Atlantic City Thanksgiving Day of all time.
I can't see how it couldn't be. I mean, let's be real.
I would have to say so. You were talking about
Can you do the math real fast?
97?
Good job.
97 points?
Good job.
Yeah, I did.
97.3. 97.3 ESPN.
ESPN. How about that? It's like what we call it, like an omen?
Well, guys, it was a pleasure to jump on with you when we had our little technical difficulties and figured out a way to kind of get this on both platforms. So I appreciate it. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And you two gentlemen, 1,000%. I appreciate your friendships. And I hope you now overeat.
Oh, I will. There's that no doubt.
Yeah, you can take the over in that, too, how many helpings Al will be eating.
So on the radio side, I'm going to pass things back to Harry Hurley, who's in the WPG Talk Radio studios. I'll let him kind of take over, and then I will give him a buzz and jump back on for some quick post-game comments. But Holy Spirit wins the 94th annual, 63-34. And on the video side, I guess we'll take a quick break on BFA Sports.
We will do the presentation trophy down there, the John Boyd and Stan Marzek trophy. It'll be presented to first-year rookie coach Andrew DiPasquale.
What a way to get a big victory. And by the way, both of these teams, as we mentioned earlier and we mentioned at the beginning of the game, both very successful seasons. Unfortunately, both lost in the semifinals, but what a great way to end it here. Maybe not so much for the Vikings, but they still played their hearts out. And you got to tip your cap to them and the effort they've played from start to finish.
Yeah, tons of memories to be made. All these families, generations of students, generations both from Atlantic City and from Holy Spirit. What a scene it was here today. And we are thankful for so much this holiday season, and certainly thankful for the opportunity to continue to present high school athletics throughout South Jersey and beyond. And looking at a highlight melt right now of some of the big touchdown actions from throughout the day.
Saw that touchdown by Emmett Kane. There we are. We're back. It was Emmett Kane who came out of the gates with the first touchdown. I believe that is Gavin Roman there on the recipient.
Yeah, you can let that one play out as the teams gather at midfield and get ready for the presentation of the annual hardware. Got our camera crewed down on the field and should have an opportunity to actually turn up the audio as well. And there is the presentation of the John Boyd Stan Marzek trophy. You might be able to get some sounds from down the field. I believe that's Bernie Marzek presenting the trophy.
We have two great coaches, Mr. John Boyd and Mr. Stan Marzek. The family is here with Mr. Marzek. We'd like to associate
And the captains of the Holy Spirit Spartans having an opportunity as some of the seniors also gather. And not just the names on that trophy, but the guys that are wearing the jerseys. You're talking, generation after generation. They go from being the little kid who can barely get their feet on the ground, running around in a Holy Spirit T-shirt, to then being able to hoist that trophy. They understand when the late, great Ed Byrnes said that Thanksgiving turkey always tastes better after a Holy Spirit victory. They're going to get a chance to enjoy that now for the 5th season in a row. So the seniors enjoying the Thanksgiving sweep over the Vikings.
Yeah, that turkey's going to taste a little extra special today on that dinner table as everybody looks forward to going home after this great victory by the Spartans. And another great day for BFA.
Yeah, well, it is time to wrap things up, pack up the truck, and put on the stretchy pants because we got some eating that needs to be done. Wishing everybody the best of holidays with you and your families. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Their constant support of high school athletics and all that we do over at BFA Sports. So for now, the entire BFA Sports crew, Doug Stasic.
I'm Al Fisher.
We can't wait till next time to see you
play ball.